Hola a todos mis queridos mancos, bienvenidos al último día de... Ay, tenía la palabra en la lengua, de cobertura de la Gamescom, ¿vale? Que hoy, bueno, pues terminamos, como bien os comenté, con lo acontecido estos 2 días, el miércoles y el jueves, pues con Xbox. Evidentemente, pues muchos ya sabréis lo que es esto, pero bueno, yo no lo he visto, no me he hecho spoilers. Y bueno, pues vamos a hacer un poco, vamos a ir rapidito, ¿vale? Porque vamos a quitar toda la paja y vamos a ir a lo interesante. Como ya os digo eso, pues a mí principalmente lo que más me interesa, pues evidentemente iba a haber más material de Resident Evil Requiem, va a haber de Onimusha Way of Sword, va a haber de Pragmata, ¿qué más? No sé, por lo menos en los días ahí teníamos puestos. A ver si viene. Dame un momento. Si viene aquí. No. Solamente venía en la miniatura. Vale. Pues bueno, no me voy a liar mucho más. Y vamos a empezar. Que esto es largo, de cojones. Pero claro, como ya os comentaba, yo no lo podía hacer en directo. Porque empezaba a las 3 de la tarde, a la hora que yo salía a trabajar. Entre que como, tal y eso, pues ya. Y terminaba muy tarde. De hecho, se solapó el Feature Game Show el miércoles con el final de lo de Xbox. Entonces, pues bueno, hoy, tranquilamente, que tenemos tiempo de sobra, pues vamos a ver los 2 días, en plan resumido. Vale. De Cronos de New Dawn creo que también enseñaron alguna cosa.
Every August for 15 years, Cologne, Germany has hosted the world's definitive celebration of gaming. From stunning opening night live reveals and gameplay breakdowns to the biggest news from the industry's best, join hundreds of thousands of fans on the ground and millions of gamers worldwide for the ultimate games convention. Welcome to Xbox at Gamescom.
En GameStop. Hostia, quita. Quítame los subtítulos. Vale. Triangle Strategy.
A war to end all wars. A war whose victor shall rule Norzelia in her glorious entirety.
Roland! Lord Wolfwater! There is no saving me. The future of Glenbrook lies in your hands now.
You're damned right it will. I'll restore this kingdom to its rightful glory.
I care only that you and the legacy of House Wolford are safe and secure.
As long as I keep walking, there will always be hope.
You are responsible for more than just your own life now.
This battle is but the first step on the path Lord Serenoa has laid before us. Let us take this first step together and rejoice.
Nothing. You are free of sin. Now behold my power.
To victory!
Not another step.
A battle to prove which of us is more fit to rule Norzelia.
A new future is before us. But first, we must carve our way through to it.
Vale. No
Hello,
llega
Xbox
Xbox.
fans, and welcome to Gamescom. You just saw a trailer for Triangle Strategy from Square Enix, which you can actually play today. And that is just the tip of the iceberg because this is a huge year for Gamescom. We've got tons of great reveals, in-depth interviews, and first look gameplay presentations. I'm Benny from the Xbox On team, and we're going to make sure that you're getting wall-to-wall coverage all event long so you don't miss out on a single thing. But first, let's head inside and catch up on all those big reveals from Opening Night Live.
That
Thanks so much, Benny. Charlie and Bex here, and I am thrilled to be in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom 2025, holding down the Xbox booth at the biggest gaming convention in the world. There is a ton of amazing stuff packed in the next 2 days, and we finally get to see gameplay for some of the year's most anticipated titles and catch a glimpse of gaming's future in the form of fresh reveals and some surprise drops.
I mean, just today, Charlie, we've got a full demo of Dying Light the Beast, tons of new info on Keeper from Double Fine, a custom controller giveaway, what's next for World of Warcraft and Call of Duty, and a brand new adventure starring a certain roguish archaeologist with a whip. And that's just some of the stuff I was allowed to tease after I signed like 5,000 NDAs. But first up, let's go hands-on with the ROG Xbox Ally and the Ally X, the very first Xbox handhelds, and explore the wide world of Xbox Play Anywhere.
Now, Xbox Play Anywhere, you can buy a game once specs and access it across PC and Xbox consoles, including the Xbox Ally and Ally X. Even better, your progress travels with you, so you can bring all your saves, your add-ons, friends, and all those delicious achievements along. So whether you're online on the convention floor waiting to play your favourite game, posted up here at the Xbox booth with your beloved Xbox On team, visiting our battle-ready neighbours at a very impressive Call of Duty Black Ops 7 booth, chilling with the Warcraft team over on the World Warcraft Midnight booth, hanging with Asus at the ROG Ally all the way over in Hall 8, or looking at the latest tech offerings from Samsung this year at Gamescom. Anywhere kind of truly is the best place to play. But right now what we're going to do, Bex, is quickly recap what Xbox revealed last night at the opening night live celebrations. Are you ready?
Let's get into it. I mean, we got a brand new and very charming Companions trailer for the Outer Worlds 2.
Vale, esto como ya lo vimos, están haciendo recopilación de lo del Opening Night Live. Vale, aquí tenemos Xbox Rock Ally, Ground 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, Invincible Versus, Lego Voyagers, Dying Light, Keeper, World of Warcraft, Indiana Jones y Call of Duty. Joder, pues poca cosa me interesa, la verdad, pero bueno.
Like Keeper, Dying Light the Beast.
In close partnership with Asus on a brand new handheld called the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X.
The best game library on the go basically changes everything.
It feels like we're finally hitting an inflection point now where I'm able to take the game that I'm playing on my beefy home PC gaming rig and take it with me on a portable device.
The big question a lot of players have is how are PC games going to play on a handheld form factor? The games are largely going to play like they do on PC.
The Xbox Ally targets 720p, while the Xbox Ally X targets 1080p. Most titles will perform between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, but certain games have the potential to hit up to 120 frames per second. As frame rates rise and fall, variable refresh rate, or VRR, will deliver a consistent and fluid visual experience. Players can further fine-tune a variety of device settings in the command center, from optimizing battery life to remapping buttons.
The Asus Armory Crate has 3 distinctive settings that are really great. There's the silent mode, where these dark gaming sessions you will have. There is a performance mode, so your battery life is optimized. And then, of course, for the top performance factor, you would use turbo mode.
When we talk about optimizing for handheld, it's less about stripping games down and more about ensuring playing the game on a handheld is as easy and effortless as possible. Games that run at 30 frames per second or above will get a should perform well on this device tag. Games that hit 60 frames per second or above will carry a should perform great on this device tag. Games that haven't been tested yet will have a performance check not available yet label. As more games are tested, updated, and optimized for handheld, these labels will evolve over time.
This is about giving players a device with no obstacles to fun. So one example is making sure that it's going to work seamlessly with a controller. Are all menus and prompts working as intended? And are those UI elements...
Por lo que veo van a hacer algo parecido como el Steam Deck Verified. O sea, es decir, se van a mirar todos los juegos y si funciona para tu dispositivo, en este caso la Xbox... la Rock Ally, Xbox, es que ya no sé cómo se dice, pero bueno, ya me entendéis. Pues te pondrá pues que funcionará bien en tu dispositivo. Si no, pues te lo pondrá. Pues este juego no va bien, tienes una mierda de dispositivo. Bueno, está bien.
Another example of an essential compatibility feature is having a gamepad keyboard. If a game passes all these checks, they're considered handheld optimized and will be labeled as such. On the Xbox home screen, you'll find a new handheld optimized channel that will curate these titles for players.
We test on the Ally all the time as we're building Roblox. For a player, that means more immersion, better graphics, smoother animation. You get to play games the way they were built.
If you're playing Doom the Dark Ages on the PC or the console, you expect an ultra-responsive, fast action FPS experience.
On your Xbox Ally, Doom the Dark Ages will be every bit as fast and responsive as you'd expect.
One of the awesome things about PC is that there are so many places to get your games.
We think about having this unified game library and how it can bring your entire game collection together.
Annie recently downloaded and played games from other PC game stores, from Battle.net, the Epic Game Store, Ubisoft, Steam, GOG, or
le podrás enchufar una 4090 externa. Hostia, igual explota.
And right on the Xbox home screen, under most recently played.
My most recently used game should be something that sticks with me everywhere I go, creating a unified user experience.
You're going to see games you've played on Xbox. If it's a PC native game, you're going to be able to play it right there. If it's a console-only game, you're going to be able to stream it from the cloud. If you're down in your basement and you want to stream direct from your console that you've got upstairs, you're going to be able to do it.
I'm able to continue to experience the worlds and characters that I love anywhere that I want to play. This is going to be awesome. Now we literally have a device that could go with you everywhere.
Hey there everyone, I'm
Vale,
and
ahí
today
tenemos
I'm
el
joined
bicho.
by Dom and Brianna from Xbox and Gabe from our friends at Asus, who are going to tell us a whole lot more about the ROG Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X, which are the very first handhelds giving Xbox fans the freedom to play anywhere. Thank you so much for being here and welcome to Cologne, guys. How you doing?
Thank you for having us. It's been busy.
Siempre llaman a los mismos, ¿eh? Vale, vamos a pasar la palabrería.
It's not as simple. It really helps ease the
A ver, es un bicho grande, ¿eh?
play comfortably. And then with the ROG Xbox Ally X, you then have the access to the impulse triggers. So then you're able to feel everything and be part of the game and immersive inside and in terms of all the things that you would be familiar with on your Xbox controller today. And so you get all those game-centric cues coming through on your device.
It's so like fully fledged and very well with
all of this just to get together.
Sí, bueno, te van a vender la maravillosa potencia de la Ryzen su puta madre. De AMD.
Into this experience, it's really tailored for gamepad navigation, for the handheld screen, and again, it doesn't even load those processes that aren't required for gaming. In some of our initial estimates, this shows an estimated 2 gigabytes of savings in memory, which can all go back to your games, which means faster startup times and less idle power draw.
Absolutely. I mean, that was super snappy just to get into that. I mean,
yeah.
Super cool. And I've got to say, big compliments on the library that I can already see. When you run us through a bit of this experience as well.
One of the buttons that we've added on this device is a library button, so you can push that and it'll take you right to your library.
Vale.
I mentioned about the aggregated library.
Y te pone dónde son.
Across the thing. So hey, these are my games from the Game Pass entitlement. These are the ones installed from other storefronts. And we really want to make sure that when people play a game in the library, they know what save they're doing it. You might be like me and you own the same game across multiple storefronts. Your save files also
Todo tiene todo eso instalado porque tiene la negra. Si yo te digo que en la blanca no puedes tener ni la mitad instalados. No tiene casi memoria.
Can you launch up a game for us? I'm going to let you choose.
Yeah, so let's launch up Gears of War.
Good.
You can see that the bootloader that we have launches full screen. That really takes
¿También tiene el anti-cheat esto? Madre mía, si te corre la FC.
Very cool. Because there's something I use at home on my desktop, which is GameBot. I use it to access my screenshots. I use it to access all of my friends lists, party chat.
Yeah.
We have a little look at that. How does that operate on the Ally?
Yeah. So one of the main differences between the original Ally and the Xbox Ally is now there's an Xbox button on the device. device. And so by pressing it, you quickly bring up game bar. And this is the optimized view that we shipped last year called compact mode. That takes that same widget model that we have before that's completely extensible, but it puts it in a more streamlined, optimized form for these handheld devices. So it lets you quickly get access to device settings and most importantly, command center.
Nice.
So
te la ha puesto en turbo,
overlays that you're juggling, it's all in one overlay and it's all in game bar, and so you can get access to some of those awesome AMD features as well as the Asus features that you've been known for before, to be able to navigate those and adjust those kind of performance settings on the fly.
As a person who is already a multi-device user, it does instantly feel quite familiar as well. Like across my console or my PC, I'm kind of getting this very fluid and connected system. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So we could jump back into Gears of War, but we know this is a fully fledged Windows device.
Yes.
What else can you do with it? Are there other apps that you can use?
Yeah, so one of my favorite features is we've added a new custom task switching view. So by long pressing on the Xbox button, you'll get this new experience where you can quickly bumper between existing applications as well as go to the Windows desktop if you need to kind of tweak something that you can't do easily. And it really kind of makes it feel fast and fluid. And so if you're using Discord or getting a little hint and edge, you can quickly bumper between them and then go back to your game really smoothly.
Interesante.
I absolutely love it. Dom, is there anything else you'd like to add as well to what we're seeing here?
Yeah, I mean, this is really our Xbox experience.
This is gonna be awesome. Let's do this.
Vale. La verdad es que el roguelike este del Príncipe de Persia tiene buena pinta. Lo que no entiendo es por qué al final han hecho caso a la gente y le han cambiado la estética, pero bueno. Vale, ya está disponible, chachi. Ya lo probaré.
You might think that the Rogue Prince of Persia is just another 2D action roguelike, and you'd be wrong. Yes, we have plenty of deadly weapons, powerful abilities, and game-breaking builds, but what makes it different? I'm going to tell you. This is 2D parkour in full flow. You will run, vault, and somersault through the world, blending traversal and combat.
Creo que estuvo hasta un año en early, me parece.
Looking for Prince of Persia DNA,
Un año y
shine a
pico.
black light on this. It'll light up like Times Square. And that wall run, that is the first of its kind in the 2D game. Every fight is a chance to move with style. You're not just swinging a sword, you're fighting with everything. Kick enemies into traps or into each other. Vault to dodge attacks. Wall run over hazards. Dive to stun. Boot rocks and arrows into the faces of your foes. It's like playing a Jackie Chan movie as the Prince of Persia. This is acrobatic and environmental combat that rewards creativity and looks damn good doing it. The story holds more surprises. The prince must live the same day over and over, searching for a way to stop an enemy invasion that his actions have triggered. You must learn from each run, discovering how to save key characters and family members and bringing them to the Oasis outside of the time loop to unlock new biomes, items, and story beats. Only by exploring the entire city, from the depths of the mines to the top of the lighthouse, will you find the one path that will give you the chance to change the fate of Persia. And the soundtrack? Woo! An unheard of combination of traditional Persian instruments fused with modern trap. It drives you forward. Every run has a rhythm, every fight has a beat, and we guarantee you'll be listening to it when you're not even playing. So there you have it. The Rogue Prince of Persia offers a unique combination of 2D wall running, environmental combat, a branching narrative, and a pulsating soundtrack, on top of all the usual tasty roguelike ingredients. This is a roguelike with rhythm, flow, and style.
Vale.
The Prince of Boss so much is amazing, and also like for those that don't think is suddenly
with the baby and everything.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, these guys are truly part of the team, and I want to thank them truly for this early access. It was great.
Have fun, I guess. And I you'd like so, guys, thanks. So a big right now. And remember, the Rogue Prince of Persia is available today. And in case you're buzzing for even more 2D fighting action, here comes a trailer that's a little less reflex and a little more tactical. Then we'll be back to check out all that's new in Grounded 2. Don't go anywhere. This is Xbox at Gamescom.
Fight! You asked for this. Back in your place.
Sí. Me he dado cuenta de que era de Square Enix. Este es el Tactics, eso te iba a decir.
Leave that to me.
An ambush. This day grows lovelier by the hour.
Nothing can stop me. Let's finish him.
On my honor. A good choice. This is suffice.
Feel my wrath. Embrace inevitable end. Judgment blade. Bring sinners to account. Firaja.
30 de septiembre, vale. Por lo que tengo entendido, el DLC este Indiana Jones. Pone o sea, te dice que como que pasa a la vez que el juego, pero no puede ser, porque es en plan de... Cuando estás investigando sobre lo que pasa en el Vaticano, pues se ve que te adentras más y más. Hasta que encuentras esto y luego ya entiendo que sigues adelante.
Oops.
Si no, la coherencia en el tiempo no tendrá mucho sentido.
It says Semper Vivus, always living. Not dead. He's not in a tomb.
septiembre. Vale.
Well, you just caught the trail.
Vale, ground de 0, como que no me interesa.
Explore there.
Absolutely. For our winter update, we're going to be introducing our first new
Course for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. But on the way, we'll have a brief stopover on Star Sand Island.
Otro juego casi. Madre mía. Como hay pocos. Ahora los gatos se dejaron hacer tantas cosas como parece los juegos. Vale, llega en primavera el año que viene.
When you think of Microsoft Flight Simulator, you might picture soaring over iconic skylines or navigating through turbulent weather. But the sim is so much more than just a sightseeing. And here to tell us all about the latest updates is head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Jörg Neumann. Welcome to Dozen Games.
Friends, Tropicans, the world is changing, but one thing stays the same. Me. Tropico is the greatest country on earth, but guess what? It's about to get even better. I know what you're thinking. Can it be done? Can Tropico rise again? Be even bigger, even better than before? Ha! My dear friends, anything is possible when I'm in charge. Pure, untouched potential, waiting for greatness. Imagine a Tropico like never before. The best Tropico in history. You're welcome. Oh, too vague? Patience, my dear Tropicans. A ruler never reveals all his cards at once.
Vale, llega Trópico 7 el año que viene vía una Game Pass. También a Play 5.
The character I think I'd least like to face in a physical fight is Omni-Man. He'd probably smash me through a building of some sort. Omni-Man is such a powerful character, even compared to other Viltrumites.
We just wanted to capture his brutality.
His brutal fight style is very evident.
There's no frills in his gameplay. He doesn't have wasted motion. He doesn't quip unnecessarily.
He just conveys the strength of all the years that he has spent fighting as a Viltrumite.
What we wanted to do was give him techniques, give him moves that are powerful, that deal lots of damage. It should feel like a bit of an uphill battle to fight this guy.
I think we just wanted Omni-Man to be really strong and badass and fun to play.
What drives the story of Invincible sort of as a property forward is that father-son relationship between Mark and Omni-Man.
A lot of that comes through with unique voice lines like intros and outros.
I looked up to you my whole life, but you're just a lying piece of shit.
Your life is the blink of an eye to a Viltrumite. You barely know me.
It's that father-son dynamic where they still love and care for each other, but they are at odds with their morality.
I also love his moment where he's considering killing his only son and reconsiders and flies away. You've got those two sides of Omni-Man where he's just brutal, a mind of steel, and this superhuman side of him.
His brutal style of fighting is so evident in all his gameplay movesets.
Este también llega el año que viene, no sé si juegas la historia o cómo lo van a hacer.
He's got a projectile, like where he claps his hands and a big wave comes out.
That's called the thum, and then like when you boost it, it's called the kuthum.
We're pulling from when he fights Cecil.
We had this move where he like comes flying from above and he slams your head into the floor repeatedly.
I love the way he just crushes.
And it just feels really, really good. Especially when you boost it. He does the overhead and he follows it up with like a series of just smashes where he just blasts them into the ground.
It feels very Omni-Man, it's just satisfying.
There's this one move where he does this like trio of hits and he says, "Not even trying yet." Probably isn't trying, and that's terrifying.
We're pulling directly from the show as well, from when he's beating Mark, ping-ponging him around the sky.
On his Super 2, he says very confidently,
Está guay que hayan pillado las animaciones directamente de la serie. Está los movimientos.
really sells Omni-Man, who he is.
Definitely check out his ultimate. It's so good.
It's called the Destroyer of Worlds, and there's a sequence during the Flaxen fight where he takes the opposing general to this homeworld and just utterly destroys it. So he sees him holding the general's body, blasting through a series of buildings. But there was also another beat that happened at the end of that sequence which shows him holding this mountain over their scientists. It's that whole sequence all smashed together, and it's fucking epic.
Listen to me. You don't seem to understand. This battle isn't yours to win.
That's cool. That's just cool.
I would put him as an anchor, the last character on a team. He's got a great ways to spin meter, take advantage of these moves that he has that work well on their own, that are also somewhat risky.
Obviously, we gave him some really powerful moves that are really cheap, and players are going to enjoy using them, but they have a drawback. They are punishable on block, for example. We gave him incredible air mobility, so he's really fast, can close the distance really fast, but it's a little bit more of a technical thing that you have to learn to do.
I definitely recommend playing as him.
Really excited for people to be able to get their hands on Omni-Man and really feel powerful.
I think that he is going to be beating the crap out of people.
He's zipping around, he's punching people, boom, boom, you're done.
Now I've proven I'm the strongest among us.
Vale.
Well, we know it looks stylish and it aims to stay very true to the characters, but you know what? The only real way to get to know a new fighter.
Vale, me vais a poner gameplay, pero me habéis puesto ya un buen ratito de vídeo de Invencible Versus. Lo siento.
So we're going to run back a couple trailers, then we'll talk LEGO Voyagers, Dying Light the Beast, chat with Tim Schafer about the latest from Double Fine later in the day, and we'll also show off more great games as the Xbox at Gamescom 2025 broadcast continues. And it must be said, a lot of the games you've seen so far are Xbox Play Anywhere, and we've got plenty more coming. Make like someone who doesn't have an Xbox Ally yet and stay put. Now, Ninja Gaiden 4.
Vale. Que es que esto de Xbox Game Studio y luego después Koei Tecmo y Platinum Games, es que esto es lioso.
Hayabusa clan in the spotlight. But your clan, the Raven clan, has always had a secret motive.
Thanks. I owe you one, Hayabusa.
Expect heavy resistance from the DDO. We're all counting on you, Yakumo. Yakumo, just focus on the hostiles for now.
Understood. Stop this madness. Stay away from the Dark Dragon Seal. Go back home to your little raven nest. Or die here. If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon.
Pero tiene pinta el juego de ser divertido de jugar, como los juegos de platino. Pero es que no va a tener modo fácil esto, va a ser más jodido.
Please, don't kill him. The whole world's at stake.
Vale. El Outbound. Este también se podía probar en la Gamescom.
So now that you're good and chilled out, get excited again immediately because we've got a sweet giveaway to get to. This year marks a big anniversary for CD Projekt Red and The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. So to celebrate, we're giving away 4 very cool controllers. If you're watching on Twitch, follow the directions you see on screen to enter for your chance to win. And you too can become a monster slayer with The Witcher 3 10th Anniversary Special Edition controllers and celebrate the lasting legacy of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. These will include 3 elite controllers and 1 standard controller. The giveaway closes at the end of the show and winners will be contacted on Twitch. But these wonderful controllers aren't the only way to celebrate 10 years of The Witcher 3. The Witcher in Concert kicks off its Grand World Tour.
Que sí, que lo que tú quieras. Venga, muchacha.
Done yet. And tech lead Casper Hollinston-Lichtenberg. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's lovely to meet you and talk about LEGO Voyages. But Carson, I'm going to come to you for
on every step of your journey.
Me pasa.
To find more information on LEGO Voyages before it comes out. I don't know if you've got any more news on the way you need to talk about before it launches.
I think there's a website, legovoyages.com, and that'll direct you everywhere and find,
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Lightbrick team. You're all a wonderful bunch, and this game looks absolutely stunning. And folks home, don't forget to wishlist LEGO Voyages today, so you'll be ready when it drops, as you said, September 15th. And speaking of taking legendary creativity brands in brand new gameplay directions, you are about to witness the world premiere of an upcoming open-world survival crafting game with a, I'll call it a decidedly Studio Ghibli aesthetic. Check it out.
Rampant pollution has depleted the world's resources. And only your moving house and its mysterious power can cleanse the pollution. In this world, you will meet Kuroru, whose hot-tempered personality masks his secretly warm heart. And collect resources Craft items for survival. Gather oddlings.
Sí, sí,
and
sí.
decorate your
El
settlement.
tufillo Estudio Ghibli no le quita a nadie.
You'll face danger on every step of your journey, and riddles to test your wits. But in Boomwalker, your companions have your back. Kettle Kid, a fiery pot of purification, and the moving house that you travel the world with. Don't forget the oddlings that help you on your adventure. Hi, I will be your guide during this dev gameplay walkthrough. First, let's follow the house as we look for a place to anchor it. If you stick close to the moving house, you won't take any damage, and the forest will begin to be purified. Seems like this is the best place to anchor the house. If you activate the anchoring device, you can purify the surrounding area.
Vale.
Let's purify the forest. You can find uncontaminated ingredients in the purified area. But there are also fruits like apples that you have to climb a tree or shoot them down. Let's toss those tasty-looking ingredients into Kettle Kid. The oddlings will then help stir them just right so they cook a delicious soup. Look, this purification crystal is the key to purifying the world's pollution. When you put it in the purifier, you can see the purification gauge fill up. The purification gauge is now full. Let's operate the purifier. Oddling statue. There's something new up ahead in that glowing area. Oh, it's an oddling statue.
Vale.
Look here. Don't the colors of the orb and the pedestal seem to match? Oh, one of the orbs is missing. Maybe it's on top of that mushroom.
Sí, ¿dónde estará? No lo sé.
If you put the orb here in the spot from before... Wow! A bunch of new oddlings have appeared. Invader Pelicani Cleanup. Let's take our new friends home. Wait, what's happening? Oh no, it's Pelicani! That wicked creature eats anything!
Si lo matas, los vomita o cómo va?
It's too dangerous up close. So let's chase it away with a slingshot. Building a settlement.
No, solo se va. Qué
We have a
cabrón.
lot of oddlings now, but there
Todos
doesn't
los
seem
bichos
to
que
be
se ha
enough
comido.
houses for all of them. There also seem to be some oddlings exhausted from overwork. We better build more facilities for the oddlings. This looks like a good spot. Let's relocate the cluttered storage box and place the sunbed next to it. We filled enough purification gauges to restore the entire mushroom forest we explored. This was just a taste of the amazing world of Bloomwalker. We look forward to seeing you create your own story.
Vale. No llega a Game
Some
Pass.
survival scenarios are a bit more dire than others, and if Project Bloomwalker is set to be a beautiful but challenging walk in the park, then Dying Like the Beast is a long march down a ruined highway to hell. The latest installment here, and Q&A analyst Aaron Tolte with some live
Vale, gameplay en directo, me interesa.
Welcome to the show and welcome to Gamescom, guys.
Hello, Bex.
Hello, how has your Gamescom been so far for both of you?
It's my first time, so very, very exciting. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, busy, crazy, and lots of fun.
Love it. Well, you've got some live gameplay for us, so can you show us what you've got?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very excited.
Yes, let's start the demo. And the mission that we have here, of course, it's like the Beast, right? So it's going to be scary, going to be full of zombies, full of open world exploration, parkour, many fighting. And the mission that we have here is actually quite funny one, because it's one of the side missions from the game, and it starts with a very classic Dying Light dilemma. There is like a small group of survivors struggling to survive, live to another day, hiding in the town hall here, and suddenly the water source is gone. Like there are no water in the taps, and like they don't know what happened. Like is something trying to hurt them? Maybe something is broke. Maybe something is trying to get rid of them from this place because they want to take over. So it's kind of like a classic Dying Light problem, but then there are some twists, there are some turns, there is some mystery to uncover. Probably we will not see all of it here, but let's just give it a go and let's see how far we can go.
Let's see what we uncover. That is one of my favorite things from the previous games, when you have this little hub community kind of safe space for most part, and then you do have to go out and protect them or gain friendships as well as take on the challenges outwards.
And that's exactly what Kyle Crane is doing, because like that's a side mission, but also the basics, right? So you play as Kyle Crane, and that's a very unique, very special type of a hero for a survival horror game, because he's not only the master survivalist, like he's not only able to survive as long as he wants in this difficult, challenging environment, but in this game he also has access to a set of very special, very powerful beast-like abilities, which really allow him to kind of unleash all of the rage, all of the everything that he has in it. And like the tagline for the game is that they were trying to break him, but they created a beast. And why they were trying to break him? Because he was captured by this guy named the Baron. Baron is a crazy scientist who's trying to achieve something very, very sinister. And Baron was experimenting on Kyle for a number of years. Kyle manages to break out. So they didn't break him, and now he's ready to unleash his wrath. He's ready to take revenge, but for that he needs some help, and that help comes from the people that live in this beautiful.
Gracias, Schweitz. Abrazote. Ahí hablamos un día.
It's called Castor Woods. It's modeled after Swiss Alps, like little touristy towns in Swiss Alps. Lots of nature, lots of very beautiful vistas. But of course, this one has lots of zombies in it.
Perfect holiday.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd probably go to the Swiss Alps as well,
Yeah,
just
of course,
to see it.
of course. But yeah, of course. Like the high season for zombies is there all the time. And actually, what we have here, so the town in the middle of the map is actually built to be
Ahí están los
like a
zombies.
parkour paradise. We really wanted to squeeze as much as possible out of this location, so players are able to seamlessly showcase all of their parkour skills, jump, run, wall run, slide, connect all of that together. How are you feeling? Do you want to fight some zombies?
No, I think we could, we got it. There's plenty of them around.
Okay.
We'll warm up to that, that's fair. Let's see some parkour, because obviously that's so intrinsic to
Yeah,
Dying
absolutely.
Light
So
as
Dying
well.
Light was built on parkour, right? Like we have, when we started working on the series, we actually asked David Bell, who's the grandfather of parkour. He's the inventor of modern parkour, to help us, to share his insights, his expertise. We got him in our studio, we mock up his moves, we asked him to basically tell us how close we are to reality, because one thing about Dying Light is we always put a lot of emphasis on immersion. We really want to make players feel like they are part of this world, like they are the character there.
Joder, qué pedazo de salto, tú.
Come on, Aaron, like the whole QA department is looking at you.
You do know.
It's a lot of pressure for
Bueno, se puede morir, vale.
It's Dying Light.
But I think it's worth saying that this is like, you might look at the game, you might look at the screenshots and think, oh, okay, I see a machete, I see a guy, I see some zombies, it's just easy peasy, I go slash to zombies. Absolutely not. This is a survival game. This is a thinking man's survival game, so you constantly have to be on your toes, you constantly need to think like a survival to survive. Even if you are as a good player as Aaron, you have to you have to look at every step that you take.
It happens to the best of us.
And I can understand why Aaron is nervous. Like before coming here, we had a conversation that actually the whole QA team from which are on this, they were aware that he'll be playing, so they are watching right now, putting extra pressure on the guy.
I kept it quiet and it was.
But don't worry.
Aaron, you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And by the way, if I just made using the opportunity, let's just wave to our QA guys because they are really putting a lot of work into this. They are the most important part of the dev team in this very final stretches of the production because we are basically just 4 weeks from releasing the game.
So exciting.
Yes, so very close. Actually, maybe we can loot some stuff, right?
Yeah. I think it's a good chance here.
Yeah.
This, I love this layout so far. I mean, the town itself feels a little bit on the less living and breathing side of things for now, but it still feels so realistic, as if I've actually felt those textures and been in places like this before.
So actually this is something that we are very proud about because like the whole world has been handcrafted by our level artists, and not only handcrafted but also they've managed to put a lot of Easter eggs, in-jokes into the world. So like the posters you see there, like they have even scanned some of the items that they have in their homes, in their houses, and kind of brought them into like the virtual versions here in the game. I'm not sure we'll see that, but for example, there's a blanket like with a lion.
We might get a chance.
Yeah, we might get a chance to see that. So actually, that's a blanket that was kind of scanned, taken from grandma of one of our artists, and in a way to kind of honor her and put something very real into the game. We have the blanket and a lot of other different items. The whole map has been created by hand by our artists. That's why it feels so immersive. It feels real, like every square inch is different.
Yeah, you've really put heart and soul into it. I mean, the second game, obviously, it's in the title, Dying Light 2 Stay Human. So I think that's been one of my favorite parts of the Dying Light games, is it's set aside from other games like that because it feels so realistic. And,
realistic also in the
combat.
Exactly. Representation of gore. So another thing about Dying Light, aside from parkour, of course, it's a melee combat focused game with lots of brutality, lots of gore. I think that's something that's very important in the zombie genre, that you really need to show the guts, you really need to show the blood, you really need to see show the kind of the brains being exposed, the hearts being cut, heads being cut. I'm not sure how much of it can we show because I think the previous games were a little bit on the family-friendly side.
Joder. Que diga que los anteriores eran más family-friendly tiene cojones. A ver, yo no juego a ninguno, pero...
This is a game where you see zombies, you don't just run at them and slash them. Like, you really want to make sure that whatever you do makes sense, that you don't take unnecessary risks. That's a nice thing. Actually, maybe it's also worth mentioning that a lot of our combat in Dying Light the Beast is created using physics and ragdolls. If we have animations that are super short, just to represent what happens with the enemy that you are hitting. So, like, you will encounter hundreds of zombies here, but every fight with a zombie is different because
lo que no me queda claro es la... ¿Qué es lo de abajo? ¿La estamina?
There's lots of those cool emergent moments.
Yeah. You were speaking about some of the melee weapons that we've used already, like we've had machetes and all sorts. What sort of weapons can we find in the world of Dying Light?
There's more than 100 melee weapons, and of course the classic stuff for the genre. So I don't know, gas pipes, crowbars, machetes, hammers, axes, wrenches, things that you can basically find all around you. But also if you dig deep enough, and that's a very important aspect of Dying Light the Beast, that there are lots of secrets that you can actually uncover if you dig deep enough. You can find weapons like medieval swords, very unusual creations of the survivors. So really a lot of very fancy looking and fancy working.
Si no recuerdo mal, en el Dying Light te podías fabricar movidas.
I like the sound of a medieval sword. That sounds pretty badass, to be fair. Do you guys have favorites? What's your favorite weapon of
Samurai sword.
Samurai sword, like a classic.
It's probably a boring answer, but yeah.
But for me, actually, it's a flamethrower, something new to Dying Light the Beast. So for some reason, like even though we are making zombie games, we didn't have a flamethrower before. So Dying Light the Beast, aside from the melee weapons and a big focus on firearms as well, introduces a number of new weapons. So flamethrower, grenade launcher, soul blade launcher, and a number of additional hidden stuff that you will have to find as you play the game. We are now living we are now living the town, and actually that's an example of one of the open world activities. Like there are places like this spread all over the world with which you can interact. If you manage to survive, Aaron. Your whole team is
survival horror. I'm demonstrating exactly what we want, right?
Yeah, that's true. And so, like military combos like this, if you manage to kill all of the infected here, or if you manage to outsmart them, because that's also an option. You can, for example, use a decoy, draw them to like away from this place, and then try to loot it. That's a very good place to find some ammo for your firearms. And as I said, firearms have really received a lot of love from us as developers.
Ah, es una pala, digo, qué pedazo de hacha, ¿no? No es una pala.
He's a bit too big for now, I think, this guy, right?
Yeah, this one, yeah, like, let's not risk it. You already died once, so I
I'm playing with fire.
Like the guys back at home are making bets, like, will he die again?
Oh. So firearms, there's a little bit more of a focus on.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe we could actually use the rifle. What do you think? It will get messy because the thing about firearms is they make a lot of noise.
Got you.
So as soon as you start shooting, there's a chance that the virals, the fast-moving zombies, will come. Actually, I think there's one guy over there.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, let's try to hide. Like, we'll see if that works.
Safer inside. Oh my.
Yeah,
gosh,
but
okay.
Relatively.
It's a little bit like it's never safe in the world of Dying Light. Like what I like to say is that it's actually one of the most dense open worlds out there, because basically every part of the map is something where you play the game, where you do some kind of interaction.
Qué rápido son los bichos, de verdad.
It's also like interaction. You click buttons, like you're trying to get somewhere. You make decisions where you want to go. Combat the same. You get surrounded. Suddenly there's a group coming from one direction, group from the other. Constantly something is happening. Like you are never bored. It's very intense, very dense experience.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. A lot to explore and discover, and hate every kind of trip outside of the safe zone is probably not going to be exactly the same as before.
Yeah, so Dying Light was built out of emergent moments, and we actually we did fight with some of the guys with the tanks, for example, right? But actually we didn't trigger them, so maybe if there's an opportunity, but like, oh, actually that's a nice thing, or maybe we can keep the.
I think there's some better opportunities.
Okay, so what happens right now is that because Aaron was fighting a lot with like quite intense, he managed to charge his beast mode. Right, so now he can unleash it. So maybe we can actually see that here, like how effective he is with fighting those zombies. They throws them all around, like he has those like.
¿Cuál es como el especial que te vuelves bestia? Vale. Interesante. Sí.
That sounded like you are saying it's in the QA, guys. Like, who's laughing now? Like, I'm here on Xbox and I'm playing this awesome game.
Heck yeah. Oh, zombies don't need brains. It's fine.
Yeah, some of the new visual designs for our enemies. So of course, like, you can see the game is really beautiful to look at. Even the zombies. Like, if you are into zombies, it's good to make a pause or go into photo mode and try to see how detailed the models are, especially when you do some damage to them. We have increased significantly the number of places on their bodies which you can damage. We have, like, when you cut a limb, you can cut it in 3 different places. You can really leave a lot of scars, wounds, like broken places on. Yeah, let's try to. Oh, that's nice, quite brutal.
I saw earlier
like
when you just left someone crawling because you cut his leg off, so that was quite mean for that poor zombie, I feel, as well. A nice flame.
Also, as you can see, there's a lot of versatility.
Ah, te puedes poner el GPS.
Emotions. There's a lot of varied ways how you can solve combat situations. That's also something that we were always thinking about when we were working on Dying Light games. We want to give players freedom. Freedom where they go anywhere, climb anything. Freedom how they fight. Actually, we're leaving the mission area, so that of course in the full game you're not leaving mission area, so the freedom is open and you can go everywhere you want.
Yeah, I like the tactic of running away. That's my favorite tactic.
Yes. But that's also like, that's your choice, right? And again, like vehicles, another thing that's new to the Beast. Actually, maybe we can also show the FPP, right? Because you can drive from that perspective, like keep the immersion. So it is like, it's nice.
Interesante lo del boquete en el...
Roam through zombies, blast through zombies with your vehicle.
En el cristal, que no te deja ver.
Vibes, but again, like a little reminder, this is a survival game, right? So like you need to think about how damaged your vehicle is,
and the gas. We're about to run out of gas.
Exactly, that's have gas. So I think we are slowly running out of gas. So
got to find a gas station.
Exactly. I'm not sure they're still working. You know,
oh man. So with our new vehicles and things, is there different areas that we can explore around the world then?
No, so actually we decided to choose this one because it fits the environment most, right? So Aaron, when you get up, maybe let's just have a nice look around the place. So
taking the view, I love that.
Yeah, take the view, and we'll talk about vehicles. So we have chosen those off-road pickups because they fit the environment most. We didn't see that much of it yet, but the whole world is actually quite varied. We have the town in the middle, we have an industrial park, we have swamps, we have mountains with hiking trails, we have farm fields, so a lot of very uneven terrain. So off-road pickups seem to be most fitted to this kind of environment. So yes, you are driving that vehicle. There might be some things hidden, but I'm not spoiling that too much. But then you're also able to customize the visuals of the vehicle a little. So there's still quite. Oh, I think that's the blanket that I was.
Yeah. This was the.
So this is actually the real blanket that you can find in one of our level artists' grandmother's.
Actually, at one of the playtests, some guy met me. He said the same thing. Like he recognized the blanket. So it's a very iconic.
That's so wholesome. So there we go. That's a challenge for everyone.
I don't know. Are we ready to go into the night part? Because we might do that. But a word of warning, because like Dying Light generally. Let's maybe look at some Vista before us. Okay, let's go to the night. So what happens is that Dying Light basically is a game of two halves. The day part that we have just experienced, if you are a good player, you are in control. You know what to do, like you know how to behave. You will kind of find your way around in this apocalypse.
Y como ya sabemos en el Dying Light, cuando llega la noche la cosa se tuerce. O sea, por la mañana suele haber gente, pero en la noche la cosa se pone más complicada.
And with those guys, you don't fight with them. Like when you see them, you try to run away as quickly as possible. Okay, maybe at the end of the game, where your beast mode is fully charged, when you have unlocked all of the skills for the character, because there's like a big skill tree of various beast skills that you unlock. If you are kind of fully formed beast mode Kyle Crane, you can fight with them, but without that, it's really, really scary. So maybe we can actually try to sneak upon those guys so we see them from close.
We'll go sneaky.
You can see where they are if you use the
No, ya te han visto, chaval.
There's like a special senses of Kyle Crane where we can see the threats and be aware of the threats around him. But it seems the volatiles are everywhere. Maybe actually what we could do, that's scary.
La ha visto ya todo el mundo.
So yeah, this new kind of sensor to see the volatiles around and other zombies.
All of the threats, but I think actually, so the chase has started. They are onto us, and now like it will get super, super difficult because the guys, like the regular biters, the regular zombies, they're just zombies, right? So you can avoid them, you can jump over them basically. With volatiles, they're chasing you, they're right behind you. It's actually good to look behind you from time to time. They're basically better at parkour than you are, so they can really grab you.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so you have to try and outrun them for now until we've built up our beast ability.
I think.
I don't fancy my odds very much.
So what you can see at the top of the screen, the red bar shows you the intensity of the chase. So we are basically in the middle of how intense it can be.
What happens when it gets full level?
Mejor no lo sepas, chavala, no preguntes lo que no quieras saber.
Yeah, they're still on to me.
Hola, 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 ¿qué era eso?
What other abilities can we see from Kyle's kind of beast mode abilities as
So
well?
actually, the beast mode will be very helpful right now because when you are in the beast mode, you can run faster, you can jump higher. That's actually a very good way of escaping those volatiles.
Y tendrás que curar, ¿no? No.
So they
O sea,
like
porque...
right?
No.
Okay, but just to finish the thought, maybe let's go back to the game and I will finish the thought. So what happens is that again, the volatiles. What happens is that as they're chasing you, the beast mode, you get a number of combat skills that you, of course, is most used for combat. But then when you are running, when you are parkouring, they allow you to jump faster.
No hay más gameplay, ¿no? Es este tío hablando todo el rato.
Dying.
Vale. Nice day for fishing.
Things are peaceful.
Va a llegar solamente a Xbox.
But beyond the wall, something has begun to stir. In the face of danger, it's time to get to work.
Pero ¿cuántos juegos de estos hemos visto ya?
Not all heroes wield swords.
Qué verdad.
Some prefer the spoon.
Es que son súper de nicho.
There are some who believe that in order to save the world, you've got to start with a really good meal. And that's exactly what our caretakers need. Your recipes might just be our only hope. Because let's face it, who can save the world on an empty stomach? The delicious meals you make will fuel the caretakers, so that they can battle the ravenous monsters threatening your home. Opening soon, Bistro.
Bistro, vale. En Xbox y Steam y llega Game Pass.
Bistro! Beasts who run a bistro! It took me a minute, but I got there.
I don't get it.
Try out that, I hear.
Yeah, he was
Vale. Keeper, este es el de Double Fine, el del faro.
Some of the best games you could ever
Que la
reel
verdad es
off
que
that
no...
someone's worked on. I want to know a little bit more about what it's like.
El gameplay y tal, te explicará cómo va la movida.
Good question. To come, anxiously awaiting an Xbox Ally on October 16th. Pretty happy. But then, stay put for the latest developments in World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, and more on Chronos: The New Dawn. Live from Cologne, Germany, this is Xbox at Gamescom.
Xbox ゲームファンの皆様、こんにちは。スクエアエニックスの浜口です。私がシリーズディレクターを務めるファイナルファンタジー7リメイクがいよいよ Xbox プラットフォームに登場します。
También de Rebirth, ¿eh?
1作目となるファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードでは主人公のクラウドとその仲間たちが世界を支配するシンラカンパニーで宿敵セフィロスと戦う姿が描かれます。鋼鉄の都市ミッドガルを舞台に繰り広げられる星を巡る壮大な物語をぜひその手で体験してみてください。さらに本作には忍びの少女ユフィを主人公とする
Muy importante si lo quieres jugar rever, por cierto.
本作は Xbox Play Anywhere に対応していますので Xbox シリーズ X&S、Xbox on PC、さらに Xbox アライでもプレイ可能です。いつでもどこでもあなたのスタイルでファイナルファンタジー7の世界へ飛び込んでください。 Xbox 版のファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードはこの冬に発売予定です。ウィッシュリストに登録してファイナルファンタジー7リメイクシリーズの新情報をお待ちください。それではダンケシェーン。
Vale. Vale. O sea, puedes jugar todo normal o fútbol en la calle, ¿no? Pues es un 4 contra 4, ¿no? Freestyle Fútbol 2. Vale. Llega aquí es 2 Game Pass. Bien, qué bien.
You just saw the world premiere trailer for Freestyle Football 2 here on Xbox at Gamescom. Now you're right on time to learn about all that's new in World of Warcraft. As I talk with World of Warcraft Senior Game Director Ian Hazzakostas and Associate Director Paul Cuban about the exciting updates in store for players. Now, first of all, right, Paul, welcome to the show for the first time.
Thank you for having
Archaeology Professor, but first, let's refresh with a quick power wash break.
Pro Simulator 2.
Gosh, it's just so strangely satisfying. And hey, if you happen to uncover any ancient artifacts in the mud, then I know just who to call. Indiana Jones fans, get ready to take on new challenges of impressive proportions. The Order of Giants expansion is almost here, and it's set to shake up the world of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Joining me to talk through the new locations, new puzzles, and some truly monumental enemies, please welcome Machine Games lead game designer Zeke Varent and creative director Axel Torvinas. Welcome, guys. How are you today?
Uy, gameplay. No se les
I'm really
oye.
excited to be here. I'm so excited to talk to you. I'm so I mean,
A ver.
how do
A lot lot of new exciting content for you to enjoy.
Very exciting. I can't wait to see what kind of the new locations are, because one of my favorite parts was obviously exploring some of the ancient Egyptian tombs in the main game, because I've loved ancient Egypt ever since I was younger, so feeling that through indie as well was so class. I can't wait for that. Now, Axel, you're mentioning the Nephilim game.
Yo he visto gameplays. Esto.
Within the Vatican, you will encounter this mysterious character, Father Ritchie. He is very obsessed with this idea of a secret chamber and a certain artifact and a relic that he's hunting for. And he asks Indiana Jones for help to unravel the mystery of him. And that sets you off on a path where we dig much deeper into the background story and the background lore of the Nephilims and the tribe of giants, and how that connects with both the Vatican and Rome as a whole, but also there are hints and hooks back to the main game.
Got you. Very interesting. So, do you think, would you say the story itself is quite self-contained? How much of that is, or how much does it affect the main game, or how much can be enjoyed independently from it as well?
Yeah, so it is self-contained, but it also...
Que me des el gameplay, lo demás es que me la pela.
Even of higher quality than the main game, yes, given to the fact that we had more time to polish certain aspects.
So I would say it was a really great place to be in terms of confidence on development side, on design side, like being off the chance to take a puzzle from start to finish. And it was just, having like the success behind it was, and all the fans saying that they wanted more was just like the greatest impetus.
Heck
Nice.
yeah, that sounds really refreshing as well, like really gearing up. I love that. Well, speaking of developing it, and Zeke, maybe you can give us a little bit of insight behind the curtains and what the team were up to. Was there any like fun fan favorite moments from or experiences that you could share with us from the team about making Order of Giants?
I was started to develop it. It's like, oh, this is super fun. And at some point we realized, like later in development, it's like we need to have more and more and more stuff. But nobody had made that list. And one day the associate game director, like Frederick Ljungdahl, stepped forward and he was like, hey, Zeke, I just have this 150 weapons that I would like to suggest. And so I think that carried on through, the base game. And actually, as we started into the DLC, it was just like, what are we going to be able to hit our enemies with now as well?
Flip, that's a lot of choice.
Yeah.
Play my the main game. Have a look at the themselves.
Poca cosa se ha visto. Ay, Cronos de New Dawn.
Chronos the New Dawn. And today I'll be your guide through the abandoned factory, which actually was a ground zero for the disease, the change that wiped out humanity. So let's quickly.
Cada vez que veo más de este juego me encanta. Algo que no sabía es que al inicio del juego, me imagino que de cada fase o de cada zona, vas a tener que llevarte en el inventario lo necesario, porque en cuanto se te acabe, no puedes... es decir, el inventario es limitado. Tendrás, me imagino que pues aquí alguna caja donde puedas cambiar o puedas... Pero es lo que hay, si se te acaba, se te acaba. Entonces es algo muy, muy guay en el sentido de que tienes que... ¿Cómo explicarlo? Pensar cómo lo vas a hacer. Es un poco del rollo estrategia, a ver qué me llevo, qué no, qué me puede hacer falta en esta zona, porque claro, no te la conoces. ¿Componente roguelike? No, no es componente roguelike, no es un roguelike. Es eso, es más estratégico. De a ver qué me llevo para esta zona, a ver qué bichos me pueden salir. Y entonces, pues, llevar lo que crees que te puede hacer falta. Por ejemplo, aquí llevas la pistola, la escopeta, y eso no sé si pues, será una especie como de ametralladora o su fusil o algo así. Y claro, tienes, pues eso, para fabricarte balas. Luego tienes también para gasolina para lanzallamas, que lo utilizas sobre todo para defenderte o para tirar granadas al suelo cuando pues, para quemar a los bichos. Y estos, vale, estos son los dos últimos, son para medicinas, pequeño y mediano. Y eso, entonces, pues aquí te puedes fabricar y ver qué te llevas y qué no. Y claro, tienes que también dejarte, me imagino, en algún hueco libre para... Igual luego, es que necesito esto para hacer esto y resulta que como tengo el inventario lleno de mierdas, no puedo. Entonces a ese me refiero, ese punto de estrategia.
And let's go. In Chronos you can break crates to find more loot, which will be really important. And the first enemy. No signs of life. I think we are safe. So
Ya,
let's
bueno.
move forward.
Ya se levantará. Ya tendrá su llave.
And these guys are definitely alive.
Por lo que sea. Claro, aquí tienes que intentar que no se junten, ¿no? Pues no se lía. Es que mete unas hostias. Ahí se han juntado con otro. Cuando se entrelazan con tentáculos que se está absorbiendo uno al otro y se vuelven más poderosos. Como ahora. A eso me refiero. Claro, puedes quemarlos para que no se unan los unos a los otros. Es que es muy estratégico el combate, ¿eh?
He has a range attack, so let's get far away and use a barrel to destroy the enemies. Like, using environment is also super important. Don't forget that you can also charge your weapons. So please notice that the traveler sometimes presses the trigger to fire like a single bullet, but also sometimes charges it, so the bullet will have more damage, but will also got like a piercing ability. Of course, I'm talking right now about the pistol. The shotgun works different. The shotgun increases the spread when you're charging the weapon.
O sea que incluso al recargar también puedes hacer daño. Se la ha bloqueado, ¿eh? Qué hostias.
The big guy wants to merge, so yeah, again, using a flamethrower to interrupt the merge. Remember, don't let them merge. Use also the canister that was set in the environment and the enemy is gone. It's worth to exploring the area to find like supply boxes left by the collective and other travelers.
Y esto es muy de Space.
So the trick is that the collective is sending only
Pero
one
ojo, que no se esconden, ¿eh? Dicen
que
una de sus inspiraciones ha sido Dead Space. Tiene taquillas, el upgrade es igual que Dead Space.
Let's squeeze through, and I can hear some monsters. Oh, and the soul, the essence of someone we extracted before is talking to us. Oh, the Joe grabbed us. We called this monster Joe. It's like a sticking or being attached to a wall, ceilings, and it can grab you as a traps. But you can hear them always, like, yeah, there is one more. And now, he will not grab us. We can safely loot the place.
Es que esos me están recordando a unos bichos del Back 4 Blood, que eran como una especie como de lapas, salvando las distancias. Que estaban ahí emparedados, estaban puestos en la pared. Esos putos bichos son los peores. Y cada paso por al lado, ñaca. sea, aquí por lo menos les puedes... A ver, en el Back 4 Blood también les podías ver de lejos, pero...
The area isn't clear yet. Yes. One more charge shot, one more down. And I don't hear them anymore. I think this sector is clear. So we can grab more ammo. And let's go back.
Me está recordando también mucho, salvando las distancias, a la cárcel de Silent Hill 2. Que era en plan de te ibas moviendo por sitios y de repente escuchabas y luego te aparecían bichos. Este es más pasillero, yo creo. Y los bichos normales de aquí son hijos de los guardianes del Back 4 Blood, sí, cierto. Los que tienen ahí el garrote por mano.
And the shower area. This body has a tentacles on it. It means that it may be absorbed by the other monsters.
Me está recordando al momento también de las duchas del Silent Hill 2, que de repente empiezan a levantarse y ala, búscate la vida.
Oh yeah. Now we can interrupt merge again.
¡Qué sopapo!
And stop. Still alive. Not for long.
Dale otro. Hay que asegurarse.
The gates are detecting monsters and they are sometimes closing you with them. But if you dispatch them, the gates will open.
Vale.
Those gates are also built by other travelers to lock some areas infested by the monsters. Oh, and we are in more open space. There are some tents left here by the military that was trying to fight with the outbreak of the disease. And there is a barrel. I will use it to burn the biomass and get in the secret area.
Vale. Interesante. Sí, pero habrá bichos también.
A shell patch. This is like a health pack. And a lot of loot.
Con la energía es lo que cambiarás por mejoras.
The armored enemy. Its body is covered with the armor, so you need to aim at the exposed parts. Oh yeah, you can see that the bullets are bouncing off the armor, but I think
estoy viendo las armas tienen como...
Yeah, let's use it against him.
Como si tuviera un ataque secundario.
And this stand seems clear. So as a traveler, you must constantly be aware of your surroundings. Like loot every place you can. Also, you can craft some ammunition, for example. We need to make a space for more crafting materials. So yeah, torch fuel also will be needed.
O sea, tienes que hacer espacio,
and
no
now
estoy
we
viendo
can
yo.
grab more metal scraps from the shelf.
Vale.
Use a health patch to heal ourselves, and let's delve into the rest of the factory.
Aquí por lo que veo no hay lo de los puzzles. Que hay como de agujeros espacio-tiempo. Rojos o amarillos. Que puedes manipular con el arma principal, con la pistola. Y
I think that's a great place to stop. Thank you.
El escenario se mueve, cambia.
It's time to wake up.
No more games. This ends now.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Welcome everyone to the crossover event of
O sea, es el podcast aquí, vale.
And we are back taking over Gamescom here on the Xbox broadcast. Don't know how they let this happen, but we're in.
A mí que esto ya es todo COD, ¿eh?
Picking to have your back in a fight, Miles.
Oh, David Mason. I know that.
Time.
We'll have a good time.
All have a good time. Multiplayer, zombies, and.
Vale, sí, esto ya.
And our multi.
¿Hay beta? Ah, para el multi. Early Access el 2 de octubre al 5 de octubre y la beta abierta del 5 al 8. Vale. Esto es lo que... Mira, lo vi en Eurogamer y me gustó mucho el término, porque esto es una reserveta. Es decir, tú lo preordenas y tienes un Early Access del 2 al 5 de octubre. Y luego puedes entrar a la beta. O sea, has pagado para probar el juego, básicamente. Una reserveta. Vale, ¿qué más? ¿Algo más? Si no, pasamos ya al día 2. Vale, muy bien, muy bonita la parte de Indiana Jones. Sí, los juegos que van a ser Xbox Anywhere. Muy pocos que nos han presentado aquí, a excepción de los indies. Vale, esto es el recap. Que ha sido la Xbox, la Rock Xbox Live, que nos lo han enseñado más detenidamente. Uy, Hotel Barcelona no he visto. ¿Y por qué no he visto yo Hotel Barcelona? The Keeper, Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, The World of Warcraft. Grounded 2, Hotel Barcelona no he visto. Invisible Versus, Chrono Final Fantasy. Pues me interesaba a mí Hotel Barcelona. ¿Por qué no lo pondrán por capítulos esto? A ver si lo encuentro. Si no, pues pasamos al día 2, que no pasa nada. Ya lo miraré yo a mi rollo. Versus, que esto, la verdad es que el juego te pinta muy guay, ¿eh? No, esto es Ninja Gaiden. Lo de Lego. Daylight. Es que yo no lo he visto en Hotel Barcelona, o sea, se lo han sacado de algún sitio. Vale, día 2. Ahora toma por saco. Ya lo miraré ya a mi rollo. Vale. ¿Me estáis vacilando? Sí, me estáis vacilando. A ver. Que están empezado a saco. No, no quiero que se vea el logo de Xbox.
Kill the Brickman.
Pues esto es un Pong.
Yes, yes. Kill the Brickman.
Vale, mira, este no llega
Only 1 minute into the day, we've
a
already
Game
dropped an
Pass.
Xbox Play Anywhere title, a world premiere, and you can go play it today. I'd call that a pretty solid start if you ask me. But we'll be around all day to let you know what's on deck. But let's just say Batman fans, Silent Hill fans, and Outer World fans should all be on the lookout for reasons to celebrate.
Hello again, everyone. We are the Xbox On team, and we've got even more in store for you today than went down yesterday. But in case you've forgotten, Xbox Play Anywhere means you can buy a game once and access it across PC and Xbox consoles, including the upcoming ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X handhelds when they drop on October 16th. Even better, your progress travels with you, so you can pick up right where you left off, bringing along your saves, your add-ons, your friends, and your achievements.
Coming right up near the top of the broadcast, we're going to have a hands-on presentation of a new co-op game for the team behind
Onimus. Ahí, eso, ahí quiero llegar yo.
Because the guys from Squanch Games are going to bring the show home with the absolute madness of High on Life 2. Plus, we'll unleash yet another new trailer for a Game Pass game that's Xbox Play Anywhere. And honestly, that would start to get a bit old if it weren't so awesome. First things first though, guys, Ninja Gaiden 4 is roaring onto Xbox with a new playable character, new weapons and bosses, and some new gameplay mechanics to consider. Day 2, show us what you got at Gamescom.
Bring it on. Oh, I'll show you what I got, Henry. I got Team Ninja. Here to tell us more about Ninja Gaiden 4, our director Masakazu Hirayama from Team Ninja, producer-director Yuji Nakao from Platinum Games,
Tiene una pinta de no sé qué.
global project manager, and Joe will also
¿De tan serio?
for us. Thanks so much for being
Este por lo menos se mueve, pero es que el otro ni pestañea.
everywhere are already going berserk for Ninja Gaiden 4. The game was revealed in January's Developer Direct, and we saw an action-packed trailer where the launch date was revealed at the Xbox Game Showcase. And just the other night, we caught the story trailer on Opening Night Live. And don't forget, there's a build right here at the show that you can play right now. So, to the team, how's the reaction been for you guys so far?
そうですね、1月のデベロッパーダイレクトの、発表以来はいろんな新しい映像が発表されたんですけど、まあ、本作に対する、期待こう話できるのが大変嬉しい。
Sí, bueno, esto ya hemos visto el tráiler y tal.
強みを生かしたか、について、教えていただけますでしょうか。
Esto va a ser en plan traducción, respuesta. Además este llegaba. ¿Cuándo llegó?
まあ、偉い立場の、将軍となっております。で、この今回新しいトレーラーで公開された
Traversal Wire, the Raven
リングでの移動だったりとか、あとこれ
はやぶさ、
ね、
Speaking of digging.
Esto le va a gustar a alguien si lo está viendo ahora mismo.
There's beasties to shoot and work to be done. You can do this alone.
Sí. He captado tu atención. La segunda parte. ¿Qué más no recuerdo? ¿Dónde se anunció? ¿La en Opening Night Live? Deep Galactic Survivor. Es un Vampire Survivor, pero con enanos galácticos. Esto ya lo hemos visto, venga, hombre.
Style where everyone saw from the people that made Spiritfarer and knew.
It was like,
Yeah, this is a pretty specific inside the sword is selecting for you. So basically when you see this, it's going to transform into a clue card that then you're going to add all different as something you can stupor right now. So we'll be I'm very good at doing drunk stuff.
Un momento que no sé por qué no me ha cargado el vídeo.
No, I'm terrible. People don't drink.
Vamos a hacer una cosita.
Much harder because I'm way more drunk now.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Pues no.
Just tell us now. And then
There's a flip. 3 Immortals. Then it's time 2020.
Hey everyone, Med here to welcome you to the 33 Immortals Update 3 overview.
Hostia,
Today,
el 33 Immortal sigue vivo.
Content coming with this next update, from a new monster type to new daily events to new loot. There's a lot to cover, so let's dive in. Say hello to Unique Elites. Once per run, a unique rendition of the elites you've come to love and slay will spring to life and roam the map, looking for victims. When a unique elite is discovered, an alert
Estaba en
will be
early
sent to
además,
all
me
rebels
parece.
to invite them to join the battle. These monsters are not for the faint of heart. They'll pack a punch and won't go down easy. Face them at your risk and peril. Emphasis on the peril. Defeating them will net you 2 relics and a chance at many more rewards. Speaking of rewards, we're introducing a brand new way to collect extra loot after each run, named Call to Arms. Every day, at a specific time, Beatrice will invite all rebels to join forces and tackle a temporary challenge in the Beyond. Challenges can change from day to day, so make sure to check the schedule. Joining a Call to Arms will give you a temporary buff and reward you with extra Eternal Shards. These shards will allow you to upgrade your perks and weapons a lot faster, while the temporary buff will increase your odds of success when facing 33 Immortals' dangerous enemies. While you're at it, how about slaying some monsters with style? Say hello to our brand new Legendary Weapon skins. This brand new type of cosmetic is only available to those who have proven themselves worthy by defeating a major boss. There is 1 Legendary Weapon skin per weapon to collect for each major boss, meaning 4 different skins from Lucifer, 4 from Adam and Eve. While I can't guarantee you'll find one in your next run, rewards come to those who persevere. That's all from me for today. Thanks for joining me in the 33 Immortals Update 3 overview. See you in a dark woods near you.
Vale.
Alright, silly me, forgot to mention. The update is available today. Come heed the call to arms and
Qué detalle más importante. Vale. Quiero que se vea el símbolo, coño. ¿Esto qué es? ¿Que tienes que ir buscando a los bichos o qué? O no entiendo de qué va esto. Sí, tienes que ir disparando a los electrodomésticos. Twitch Night Extreme Skills, vale. Porque se mueven. Tira de olla.
get this straight. Toys come alive when you don't look at them, but they kill each other. Okay, I think that cancels itself out. That's good. Feel safer. Of course, if your toys ever get too rowdy, or God forbid, go on a full on Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, Batman's first AAA
el Lego
title
Batman.
in over a decade.
Esta necesidad
Jonathan, thanks so much for joining
que me
us.
crearon el otro día.
Now, you obviously had the reveal trailer on opening night live. How has the reception been? Because it was one of my favorite trailers from the show.
Thank you so much. We were so thrilled to reveal that game, and the reception has been overwhelming. Everyone on the whole team has been hanging on every tweet, every comment, and we've been absolutely delighted with the response.
Now,
O sea, me han creado una necesidad y quiero jugar eso.
What's been your approach for the Legacy of the Dark Knight?
Simple. Take everything to the next level. Go deeper and further than we've ever gone before. Make the game richer, make it more immersive, and tell, for the first time ever, this whole story from young Bruce Wayne, year by year, to becoming, as a player, as Bruce, as Batman, the Dark Knight.
I can't. Liam Neeson's just hiding away somewhere. Also, we saw Batman flying over Gotham City throughout that. It's an open world.
Sure, with the whole of Gotham is a playground. You'll start right at the bottom in Tri-Corner Island. That's one of the areas of the demo that we've got here to play on the show floor. But as the story progresses, you'll move further up the island and reveal all those famous locations. You can explore every rooftop, every alleyway, down and high, and yeah, it's full of secrets and surprises.
Sí. Vamos, que es un Arkham City, el mapa.
Especially in a Lego game as well. And talking secret surprises, there's a load of new features with Lego Batman. What are they?
So we wanted to make the combat system richer than we've ever had before. So you have a lot more tactical choice, you've got stealth, you've got great gadgets, you've got now fluid combos, takedowns, counters. We've got some footage here. You can see, yeah, so you start with training to be a ninja in Nanda Parbat with the League of Shadows. And then we'll take you back to Gotham, you'll build your first Batcave, your first Batsuit, and then start to discover all the crimes that are taking place in the terrible place that is Gotham City, and you'll deal with those bad guys as only Batman can. So the features, that combat system you saw in play there, that's a really important part of the package, but there is a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, we've got tons, because the trailer throughout has so many little Easter eggs as well. And we've got to talk about the Batmobile. We had the Tumbler from the Dark Knight, which is a fan favorite. Can we change our Batmobile?
We've got all the Batmobiles. This is the ultimate, essential, definitive Batman story. So you'll start, as you can see here, when you first get back to Gotham in the Dodge Charger, which is the Batmobile we saw like young Robert Pattinson Batman in the Matt Reeves Batman movie. That's what he sort of cooks up in his garage as his first Batmobile. But as the years go by and he draws more upon the resources of Wayne Enterprises, we get Lucius Fox involved, so you get more and more over-the-top, ridiculous Batmobiles. So you'll see and you'll control the long-nosed Batmobile from Tim Burton's 1989. You'll get Batmobiles from across all the movies and TV shows. Some are pretty wild, but whatever you want, it's here.
How are we going to
Maravilloso. Puedes llevar cualquier Batmóvil.
Yeah, so as the story progresses, we'll put you in situations where you're given a new Batmobile, like the Tumbler, for example, comes to you at a key point in this story where the villains that Bruce and Batman are coming up against require like a new level of response, and there are iconic sequences from certain films you may know that we really want to make sure players live out through our story.
That's gonna be so cool.
Others you'll just collect and you'll be able to purchase with Lego studs.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. That I was like, Lego studs are such an important part of any Lego game from TT Games, right? What else are we gonna be able to spend those studs on?
Oh, so suits as well. We've got 100 different suits for you to collect over
Te
the course of the game, and then we've got
llevar cualquier traje.
shops in City that will give you both suits.
Deja de crear mis necesidades, señor.
Well, you'll be able to get upgrades for your gadgets and your customizable Batcave. Now, we're not showing that in the demo today. We're showing a bit of the open world and one of the story missions, but we'll be able to show more of the Batcave expanding and growing and becoming just your dream of the ultimate place to display everything you've collected and all your achievements over the course of what's a really substantial game.
I actually really can't wait to like hop into doing that. You mentioned combat a little bit earlier on as well, and I think like if we see some of the gameplay, I think one thing that a load of people have noticed as well, and like I love, is all the little comic book kind of sounds and stuff that you see. How about what are those, and what other like situations can they pop up?
Oh, so if you do a powerful finishing strike or a takedown, we really wanted to amp up the feeling that you get. Yeah, I mean, I love throwing enemies into things, into the Lego objects. You can use the back claw to pull them in, and then you can throw them at each other.
Vale, cuando haces en plan un combo, no te sale el... Está todo súper bien pensado,
All of those call-outs are taken directly from comic book reference.
Es que es maravilloso.
Not just upon movies and TV shows, but really closely upon comic book storylines, and we wanted to represent and honor that legacy as part of the legacy of Batman stories with those really cool VFX playouts.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things I've loved everything I've seen about this game, because it's really kind of like paid homage to like the Batman legacy across films, comics. It's so cool to see. We've got to go into other playable characters, because it's been such a big part of any Lego game that you've played. It's like all the characters that you can play. Which ones are we going to get alongside Batman?
That's right. So you play Batman all the way through. The focus is Batman. We've never done that before in a Lego game. Had one character be the sole focus. Like even in Indie, you weren't always Indie. But here you're going to be Batman all the way through. And then as the story progresses, you're going to get different partners and build out that Bat family. So you'll start training with the League of Shadows and the Public with Talia al Ghul.
Yeah.
She'll return to Gotham later in the story. You'll then, as you move back to Gotham, hook up again with Jim Gordon, who you first see in Crime Alley when you lose your parents, one of the last good cops in Gotham. He's got fantastic gadgets that you've played on the show floor here. We've got him with his ricochet launcher with rubber bullets that bounce around and smash objects and bounce off enemies and cause them to misfire their weapons. He's also got a foam sprayer which incapacitates enemies and can be used to solve puzzles. So all of these different characters in combination with Batman and his cool gadgets as well give you all new kinds of different tactical choices in your combat. After Gordon, you'll get Selina Kyle as Catwoman with her whip and her other gadget that we'll talk about later on. We've also we'll see as Batman gets older, you know, he'll go to the circus with Selina Kyle, and that's where we'll go to see the Flying Graysons.
Vale.
Dick Grayson, and another tragedy will befall yet another child. That's what happens. But Dick Grayson will become Robin as another partner character with really cool gadgets, and we'll see Robin progress to Nightwing, and Jim will actually get a daughter of his own as well. As Batgirl will join as Barbara Gordon. So loads of different characters, and we've really gone deep onto each of those characters, given them their own
siempre vas
distinctive
acompañado.
styles, lots of different
Mola
suits, the
mucho.
gadgets, upgrades as well. So there's a lot more personality to each of them than we've ever had before.
You've actually got everything, which is incredible.
That's what I promised on Tuesday. This game's got it all.
Yeah, we've got to say as well, like one of the big things of Lego games, right, is hopping in with a friend, right? Are you going to be able to do co-op?
Absolutely. So by having Batman and a partner, as a single player, you can switch between the two of them. When there's a second player, you're playing them both. One's Batman, the other's the partner character.
Right, we've talked about the other playable characters, got co-op, but there's no use unless there's some big villains to go up against. What villains have we got?
Well, one of the great, fantastic aspects of the Batman story is that we have an amazing rogues gallery of the greatest villains in comic book history. And we want them all on the streets of Gotham over the course of this.
Y espero que además que llegue sea Mark Hamill.
A character who grows in to become the Joker. We've got Catwoman there, who actually will join as an ally, as a sort of anti-hero.
Pingüino también.
The Penguin, channeling there both Danny DeVito's sort of representation of that character in Batman Returns, but also there's there's Colin Farrell. We've got references to the Batman movie there. Bane, a highlight from the trailer, voiced by the inimitable Matt Berry. An amazing take on that cool character.
I love the reception I got when that played out at opening night live. It just got everyone.
O sea, es que nadie nos lo esperábamos, pero es que nos creó una necesidad.
Many more.
Right, more to discover throughout the story. We've also got to go into gadgets, right? Because in the trailer, we saw the explosive gel.
Yeah.
What other gadgets are we going to be getting our hands on?
Of course, all batarangs, very, very important. You can use them to stun enemies, hit targets, and you can upgrade them. We've got the bat claw is really powerful. Not only can it pull enemies in, so you can deliver a powerful finishing move, you can then throw them around, throw them off buildings, throw them into
Es
the
que me encanta el Jim Gordon ahí, el gran escondido como...
that's
Ahora le pego,
upgradable
ahora le
as
pego.
well. That's for Batman. All the other characters have got their own gear.
Okay, right, very nice. Also, another bit.
Oh, the grapple, of course. So I don't think that's a gadget because that comes with the character. But grappling to vantage points, so you can do stealth takedowns like you see here, and grappling in the open Gotham City all around from rooftop to rooftop.
Es que el gel explosivo es
Gliding the bat
maravilloso.
glider over the streets. That's all part of Batman's arsenal. The other characters have similarly cool traversal systems as well.
No, I can't wait to use them all as well. But one of my favorite things I used to do in Batman games, like the Arkham series, is like solving puzzles, solving the riddles. You're going to have that with the Riddler.
Not only is Batman the world's greatest fighter, he's also the world's greatest detective. So
Correct.
setting players challenges and puzzles is absolutely part of that essential Batman experience. Now, as you progress through the story and the missions, you're going to come up against all kinds of like situational challenges. You'll need to use your gadgets, use your smarts, use your detective ability, which will highlight points of interest. For example, here's a concrete example of that. In Lego games, you've always been able to smash objects and then build with Lego to help like create an item, which helps you progress. Here, Batman can use that detective ability to highlight where those smashable objects are, like show where to build it, show you need to find some more. Here's where they are. So it really helps players if you've ever had that experience in a Lego game where you don't know where to get the bricks from. You can see where those are, build them out.
Joder, qué maravilla.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's going to help you find those secrets as well.
And you said Riddler challenges, absolutely. So on the streets of Gotham City, some of the villains have put challenges for Batman. You'll be collecting those along with Wayne Tech chips, bat tokens, trophy pieces, skill bricks. There's so much to collect. I will say in this game, it's not just the Riddler who's setting you those challenges.
Oh, okay.
Everything with a twist in a Lego game.
Now, we've talked about collectibles a few times already, like for the Batmobiles, different suits.
Yep.
Right, what other collectibles are people going to be able to get on top of those?
Oh, okay, so there's the Wayne Tech chips, which we'll find in story missions and in the open city. Some of those will be blocked behind puzzles, some of those will be guarded by enemies, some of those are just fine by being inquisitive and curious and exploring. They will enable you to upgrade your gadgets. That's the main currency for gadget upgrade.
Okay, nice.
Skill bricks you'll get through progressing through the story missions. They enable you to upgrade your core traversal and combat skills generally beyond the gadgets. Additionally, I mentioned a few others that will enable you to, for example, customize and populate your Batcave. There's another one as well. Oh yeah, we've got red bricks. Of course we've got red bricks in a Lego game, which give you additional customization options and special effects.
Hey, well, that brings me on perfectly, because we saw Bane stepping on one of those red bricks in the trailer, which was hilarious. And TT Games are so known for those funny moments, whether it's in cutscenes or there's little bits of the game. How do you come up with them?
We just force people to be silly. That's what they get paid for. Our team spends months absorbing the source material, so watching every movie, reading every comic book, watching every show, and bouncing ideas off each other. It's a really painstaking process, and because we're a Lego game, and because of I think the history that we built up over the years of telling these stories with a twist, we've got a reservoir now of expertise in the team and permission in a Lego space to go to places people haven't gone to before. And I think it's that sort of sense of the unexpected, the uncertain, that just enables comedy to happen. And then there's the skill of our animators and writers and cinematic directors in pulling off those moments with perfect timing and slapstick humor.
Yeah, it works every single time. It's one of the reasons I always love hopping on doing the Lego games with the Xbox On team as well on the stream. One thing as well, we've all grown up with so many incredible Batman TV show, like films, comics. Like, what does Batman mean to the team that's really helped you kind of create this universe?
Yeah. So I think there is, in this game, more I think than in any game we've ever done, there's a real emotional drama going on because we're telling one story across across a big game, big campaign. We're really connecting into this character, into their history, where they come from, and they come from a place of darkness. They lose their parents. They're surrounded by fears. All these bats are around them. We represent. I think there's a moment in the trailer where young Bruce Wayne falls down the well, and the bats are around him. How do we see this character turn that trauma and that fear into something positive? to use it to bring good to Gotham. And again, Gotham's a dark place ridden with corruption.
Estaría guay, de verdad, en serio, o sea,
When we bring the
que venga doblado
lightness
y
and
que
the fun
sea,
of
por
Lego
supuesto, Chloe
together
Serrano.
with that darkness, and we do it
Es para mí es el
sincerely
mejor
and
Batman que
authentically,
interpreto.
you know, with real honor
Sin
for
duda.
those stories. All the stories that are dark, you know, the stories that are fun and colourful from the 50s, the stories that are dark from later on. It's all brought together, and I think everyone on the team has got a connection with Batman. They've read those stories, they've seen those films, and now this game activates all those feelings. Everything that's gone into you over the years from Batman, we can now bring to this.
Yeah.
So I think it's the combination of darkness and light and a real emotional power in the character. That's why he's lasted so long.
Yeah. Now, it's an incredible story. Now, for those watching at home, right, who are chomping at the bit to play, is there anything that they should know?
Well, let's take the bit. It's fine. Let's leave the bit. What else do they need to know? They need to know that the game's coming next year. So we're showing at the show floor here at Gamescom. You can play one part of Gotham, Tri-Corner Island. You can grapple and glide as Batman and Jim Gordon and take down the goons who are wreaking havoc on the streets. We're also showing some people a whole
Un puto Batmóvil que he hecho de Lego, qué maravilla.
Recording their footage, so you'll be able to see people play through the Ace Chemicals mission. Famously, a character is going to have a terrible accident, which is going to change them into something even more deadly. So they should check it out. They should watch and learn what we're able to show at the moment, and watch for more. It's on all game platforms, and we're so excited and thrilled with the reception we've had so far.
Yeah, and if anyone comes down to Gamescom, they can play it on the show floor
Exactly
as well.
right.
But Jonathan, thank you so much.
No, it's a huge pleasure.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I really appreciate you taking us through it. But Lego Batman is set to grapple onto your Xbox Series X or S next year. Although, if you were keen to craft a deadly trap, even the Caped Crusader might find daunting, we've got another great game for you, Jurassic World Evolution 3. Take a peek at the new park, and day 2 of the Xbox at Gamescom broadcast continues with Onimusha, Way of the Swords.
Bien, bien, bien.
Hello, park managers, and welcome to this exclusive first look at one of the new features coming to Jurassic World Evolution 3, the Cretaceous Cruise. I'm Sandy, a principal designer on the game.
Un DLC del...
I'm going to show you how to build this attraction through several enclosures, including the T-Rex.
Madre mía.
Hopefully everything goes to plan. Let's dive right in. I'm going to be building in our lovely Hawaii map. You can see we already have a lot going on here with a mix of enclosures. We've got some lagoons, aviaries and land enclosures, but also a number of new attractions. Floating in the background, you may have noticed a hot air balloon. And over here we have our new dinosaur encounter where guests can pet your dinosaurs. These attractions are great, but what if you want something to go through an enclosure? Veterans of the game will be familiar with our gyrospheres, which will be making a return. However, the Cretaceous Cruise lets your guests view dinosaur families whilst cruising along rivers and water bodies, opening up all sorts of interesting ways to construct your enclosures with this attraction in mind. Like all our attractions, I'm going to need an entrance. We have our building already placed down. Jurassic World Evolution 3 now features modular building, meaning you can customize buildings like this to your heart's content. We have 3 enclosures we want this ride to pass through, so our guests get to see a wide variety of dinosaurs, including that T-Rex we mentioned. I've placed a couple of security cameras around. We should be safe if things get a little chaotic. Let's start adding a track. It's incredibly easy. Clicking here, I can simply lay down the route I want, adjusting the path to be curved or straight as needed. And while this is a great starting point, our new scenery pieces mean we can make these spaces even more interesting. Let's make the ride feel more dynamic by adding a rock arch. If we go into the scenery panel, we have a wide variety of rocks to choose from. Very easily, we're able to create something unique for our ride. And then I think we want another type of structure over the path. Over here, we have a structure we've turned into a blueprint. There we go, that looks great. Now we've reached the end of the enclosure, we need some more water in order to continue the ride. Let's place that down and add a track through this fence. In this new enclosure, you can see that we have these elevated areas of terrain that can act as natural barriers to keep dinosaurs separated. You no longer need to rely purely on fences to house your dinosaurs. I'm also moving into deep water now. Deep water is a new feature and a need for some of our dinosaurs. Certain species will be able to navigate through the water or swim. We can see in this enclosure we have some brachiosaurs. They're able to wade through deep water. On the banks of the river, you can also see foliage we've laid down to create a canopy around this area. Let's use one of the compound brushes to finish off a section over here. The scenery brushes make detailing your spaces super simple.
No, el juego tienes 72 millones para construir, ¿eh? Así yo también construyo, ¿no? Te jode.
There's multiple perspectives you can choose from when interacting with the kayak. You can observe from third person, first person, or even take control of the ride. In this perspective, you will take control, allowing you to move the kayak freely both along the track ride or outside it. From this vantage point, you can get up close to the dinosaurs. Let's take a look at our Parasaurolophus. In this enclosure, we have a number of males and females, each with their own unique colour and pattern, making the dimorphism quite apparent. Dinosaur traits will be able to pass down from generation to generation, with certain features being worth more to your overall park rating. Over here, we can see the juveniles as they play in their enclosure. They'll interact with each other as well as adults, so keep an eye out. As we head into the next enclosure, let's hop over to one of the guest kayaks and check out what they're able to see. Passing through the canopy, it's a great chance to call out just how good the new lighting and water in the game looks. It adds so much to the effect of this attraction. And finally, we make our way into the T-Rex enclosure. These guys can get a bit restless with boats travelling through, so you want to keep an eye, or preferably a security camera, on these sorts of enclosures. That about brings us to the end of our demo, and hopefully you can see just how creative and dynamic this new ride will be. There's so many ways to integrate it into your parks. I'm very excited to see what players will do with it when the game launches on October 21st.
We have detected a law for safety. Please proceed to your nearest shelter.
Ahora, que se los va a comer el tiranosaurio. El 21 de octubre. Vale.
Hey there, hope you're enjoying this absolutely peng-a-leng broadcast thus far. And don't forget, later today, we've got our Borderlands 4 controller giveaway and the Outer Worlds 2 and Age of Empires 4 deep dives as well. But right now, I'm extremely excited to be here for an in-depth gameplay unpack as we hack and slash our way through hordes of demons and get to know Onimusha Way of the Sword, coming from Capcom in 2026. A big thanks to Onimusha director Satoru Nihei and interpreter Elliot Smith for joining me to tell me all about the latest installment in the storied series. What have you got to share with us today, guys?
じゃあ今日何をお見せしますか。
はい、今日は、初のゲームコンのプレイアブル出展ということで、そのロムの内容をご紹介いたしたと思います。
So the game is playable for the first time at Gamescom, and I'd like to show you that playable portion of the game today.
Oh, sí, 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 enséñame ese demo, por favor.
Yes, 始めます。
All right, let's get started.
And now we're starting to look at this now. Can you give us a little bit of context on where we are and most importantly, who we are in Onimusha Way of the Sword?
じゃあ開始しましたが、ここはどこでしょうか。そしてこの人は誰でしょうか。
はい、ここは、京都清水寺という場所になります。で、このキャラクターは、主人公の宮本武蔵というキャラクターです。
So we are at Kiyomizu-dera Temple in Kyoto, and the character you see here is our protagonist,
qué guapo el
Miyamoto
mapa.
Musashi.
Oh, wow.
それでは、清水寺の舞台に向かって今進めていきます。
So what I'm doing right now is heading towards the stage at Kiyomizu-dera Temple.
Is that a significant temple?
それなんか特別とか大事なお寺ですかね。
そうですね。京都の中でも非常に名所と呼ばれるところで、今回その神域と呼ばれる場所が、現場に侵略されているという設定になっています。
Yes, it's a very, very famous temple that exists in Kyoto, and at this point in the game, it's been overrun by Genma, so we have to sort that out.
I'd like to sort that out. That feels like an Englishism.
It may well be.
Can you speak more about the color that just went into the weapon then, if there's anyone who's maybe unfamiliar with the franchise?
今何か光ってて固定の中に入りましたが、それは何でしたかね。
はい、これは、鬼武者で登場してくる、魂と言われる存在で、玄魔を倒したりすると出てきますね。
Oh,
so
qué guapo.
That's a long-running aspect of the Onimusha series, but they're called souls, and when you attack or kill Genma, they come out, and you can absorb.
Vale. ¿Y qué es lo de abajo? Porque no tiene nada que ver.
Sneaky. Nice.
今賢かったですね。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
La interfaz ha cambiado mucho. Entiendo que irás cambiando de color también en función del arma que utilices. Entonces tengo que volver a jugar al 2 porque no... El 1 lo tengo muy mamado, pero el 2 no. Entonces el 3 solo se juega una vez.
So personally, I like to wait and see what the enemy is going to do, and then once I figured out the way that they move, I like to then move in on them and attack from take the advantage and attack.
No tienes arco, vale. Bueno, no igual al principio.
Is that the only ranged attack that you can do? Is that patience and deflecting it, or are there other things that unlock later on in the game?
今はね、飛び道具をちょっと弾き返したと思うんですが、それ以外のまあ自分から出せる飛び道具ありますでしょうかね。
そうですね。今武蔵のこの初期状態はそういうのはないんですけど、成長することで、まあそういう飛び道具が使えるようになることもあります。
At this point in the game, the only way that you can really use projectiles is to knock the enemy's projectiles back at them.
Okay, yeah.
But as you progress through the game, Musashi gets some projectiles of his own.
今ちょっと見せしたのが一戦と呼ばれるもので、
más adelante
敵の攻撃に合わせてうまく攻撃を押すと発生する
ítems que se pueden lanzar.
気持ちよさを演じてるものですね。
So what I just did there to take down that enemy was what's called Hissen. It's essentially something that you can achieve by very carefully timing your inputs along with the enemy's attack. And it's very, very satisfying.
No hace falta que me pongas
So what you're saying
las...
is Ihai-san just did something really technically impressive and wants everyone to know about it.
ということはめっちゃ難しいことを今やり遂げて自慢してるんですね。
そうですね。
Definitely bragging.
攻撃に合わせて攻撃ボタンを押す、敵の攻撃に合わせて攻撃ボタンを押すっていうことはリスクがあるので、非常にこう難しいけどできたら気持ちいいというアクションですね。
Because the button that's used to do that is the attack button, and the enemy's attack is coming in at the time that you do it. It's a very risky thing to do because if you mistime it, obviously their attack is still coming.
And this feels significant. What's happening here?
何か展開ありましたね。これは何でしょうか。
そうですね。ここのシーンは初めて武蔵が
se va a transformar.
魂と呼ばれる新しい今回登場してくる魂を吸うと。目の力が覚醒して、過去に
Sí, pero todos los años va con colores. Va de verde, va de rosa, va de amarillo. Lleva 2 años seguidos siendo de amarillo, pero sí.
He's gained the power of Onivision, and it's allowed him to see things that happened in this area in the past.
Oh, okay.
Vale, interesante.
So that's what's happening in this cutscene here.
ということは今のカットシーンは、
清水寺の舞台へ何か人が行列をなして運んでいるというシーンになっています。
A mí eso de que te hable el guantelete no me mola, porque parece que estoy jugando al puto Forspoken.
Towards the stage at Kiyomizu-dera Temple.
まだなんでそこに向かっているのかっていうのは謎に包まれています。
Espero que me lo expliquen.
We don't exactly know what it is or why they're carrying it.
And I'm sure you're not going to tell me why they're doing it either.
それ教えてくれませんね。
このロームではまたさらに次に進むと新たな展開があるので、そこで見ることができると思います。
As we work our way through this playable section of the game, you'll learn a little bit more about that. So please be patient for now.
Okay, absolutely, I will. I gotta say as well, I love how dark and thematic. And am I right in saying there's like horror elements to this inspiration of art design as well?
結構暗くて不気味ですが、なんかホラーの要素もあるんでしょうか。
そうですね。今回ホラーを意識しているというよりかはこのおどろおどろしいその不気味さというところ、そこはダークファンタジーのニムシャ特有のらしさというところもあるので、そこを意識して作ってます。
So we're not really trying to make a horror game. Horror is not something we focused on, but we definitely want to make things eerie and creepy. We consider this to be a dark fantasy game, and that's something we've kept in mind while developing it.
今ちょうどこの目隠せを使うことで、封鎖されてた道が開けるというような、ところがやっています。
When we absorbed the dark mass earlier, as I said, we got that Onivision power, and using that, we were just able to see a way to unlock a
Pero la visión Oni, eso es nuevo también.
なんか手から作られたような化け物があったんですが、本当にホラーじゃないんですか？
ホラーじゃないです。
It's really not a horror game.
先ほどみたいにこの武蔵が鬼の力を使って 謎を解きながら進むという要素もありますね。
What I wanted to show you with that Oni Vision trick, though, is that the power of the Oni that Musashi has access to via his gauntlet can be used to...
Ah, vale, digo, ¿qué es ese puto bicho que se mueve? Vale, vale. Son los del 1, lo que pasa es que les han hecho girar en plan así, en vez de como una rueda, también en horizontal.
Just now I was able to parry that enemy and using his own momentum slam him into the wall, which caused damage. It's one of the unique aspects of the parry system, is being able to use the environment to your advantage.
Absolutely.
Los movimientos son
I don't
parecidos,
think
¿eh?
Nihei-san has taken
que
a
tenías a
single hit so
Monosuke.
far. I just want to call that out.
今考えてみると、一回も攻撃を食らったことないんですね。
そうですね。自分がちょっと覚醒してるかもしれないですね。
Yeah, I think I might.
Esto está guay.
That was cool with the car as well. Are there other elements in the environments you could pick up and manipulate?
今の台車での攻撃かっこよかったんですね。他に環境のものを使えますか？
そうですね。この第8車というものがあったりするときはこうやって押して倒すこともできたり、畳みたいなところもあると畳返しをして敵にぶつけたりするようなアクションもあります。
Sí, también ya se vio en los trailers.
Attack the enemy with. There's also things such as inside buildings you may find tatami mats on the floor, which you can pick up and use to your advantage. That's a blocker to attack.
Oh, okay.
それではまた新しいところに黒魂があったので、ここで次の展開がまた見ることができます。
So we've moved ahead here and found another dark mass, and this is going to give us a little bit more of the story.
What's happening here? What's the context?
何が起こっているんでしょうか、これは。
そうですね。実はこれはゲンマの指示によって人が何かを運んでたというシーンになります。
What we see here is that the people who were carrying things to the temple earlier were being forced to do so by the Gemma.
Vale. La tía está muy metida en la historia, ¿eh?
これはですね、ゲンマが指示によって人が下に投げ落としているというシーンなんですけど、実はこれ京都にある伝承をもとに作ったものです。実際にその京都の舞台から人が投げ捨てられたという話があったので、それを今作ではゲンマが指示してやっていたというようなお話を作ってます。
So in real history, people used to throw bodies from the temple from the stage at Kiyomizu-dera Temple to dispose of them. And we've sort of given our own twist to that in this story, where it's the Gemma who are having people throw, well, other people off, as you saw just there.
Wow.
Ay, aquí
Is
viene.
that important to reflect as much accurate history as possible throughout the franchise?
やっぱり歴史をいろいろ見せたかったんでしょうかね。
そうですね。今回京都
Que también tiene un brazalete, por cierto. Algo que me resulta extraño. Solo hay un brazalete.
そういうところが非常に魅力的だったので、今回このただの綺麗な京都を描くというよりも、そういうところを鬼武者と絡めて、新しい世界観とものがゲームを作りたかったというのがあります。
Absolutely. Part of the reason we chose Kyoto is it's a place that has lots of legends and myths surrounding it, and a lot of them are quite creepy. So when we're making a game like this, we're really able to use that to advantage, and we wanted to show that off as much as possible.
Mostly. And now this looks like a pretty cool baddie, right? Who's this?
かっこやくやくですね。誰でしょう。
そうですね。このキャラは佐々木巌流と言いまして、武蔵のライバル的な存在として描いています。
So this character is Sasaki Ganyu, and he serves as Musashi's, I suppose you'd say, his rival in the game.
Ah, okay.
Este va a ser un tacacojones por lo que sea. Pero lo que me escama es por qué tiene también un brazalete. Porque es que además el brazalete te escoge a ti.
これ今敵の攻撃を受け流し続けると起炎状態となりまして、刀が強化されて、青魂が出やすくなるという特徴があります。
What I did right now was just enter the blazing state by doing lots of parries. You can see that the sword there is going blue.
Qué
What you
buena.
get from this state is that when you attack, you get more blue souls.
Ah.
で今ゲージを下の体力ゲージの下のゲージを削ってこの V が選択できるようになったんですけど、これもまあ新しい要素として崩し視線と呼ばれるものです。
Just now, by depleting his stamina gauge entirely, you saw a little scene where we're able to pick a part of Ganyu to attack. And when doing that, obviously, you can get certain advantages. That's a new system in this game.
Interesting. So what were the two options we had then, and what choice did Nihei-san make?
今の2択は何でしたか？また何を選びましたか？
そうですね、今は頭を選んだんですけど、この狙っている部位によって効果が異なって、アイコンの色によって効果が変わるんですけど、ダメージをより与えたいのか、鬼武者らしさの魂を多く出したいのかなど戦略的な駆け引き要素になってます。
So what I did just then was chose to hit his head, and generally speaking, the options are whether you would like to do more damage or to receive more souls from the attack, which you could then absorb.
I like the choice of just, I chose to hit his head. I think I would do the same.
やっぱ頭を攻撃するのはベストですね。自分もします。
本当ですか。そうですね。僕もまず頭を削ってダメージを取ろうとしてました。
Yeah, I definitely want to focus on hitting his head first, doing a bit more damage.
Nice.
Vale.
You make it look so easy, Nihei-san.
簡単に倒せるように見えますな。
いやいや、いくつかダメージ食らったんでちょっとドキドキしながら戦いました。
I'm not sure actually. I took a few hits there and I was worried for a moment.
No, you were absolutely fantastic. That was such a good demo. I really enjoyed seeing more about it. I was wondering if there's anything else you want to share about the game before we say goodbye.
すごく上手でしたね。楽しかったんですよ。他にお伝えしたいこととかありますでしょうか？
そうですね。先日新しい PV も出しましたので、そちらもぜひご覧いただければなと思うのと、ぜひウィッシュリストに登録してもらえたら嬉しいです。
Well, we actually released a new trailer yesterday, so we'd love it if you would all go and have a watch of that. And also, if you would please add us to your wish list.
100%. Consider it done. Thank you so much for joining me today and having a look at that stunning look at Onimusha Way the Sword, which you can wish list today. From cutting down demons to raging against
pero yo lo tengo ya lo tengo wishlisteado hace tiempo. Sí que se estrenó.
Paths and quest lines. We've got a
Se
trailer and a gameplay
enseñó, mejor dicho,
coming up,
por primera
followed
vez.
by a closer look at World of Tanks Heat and a celebration of Rare's 40th anniversary later in the day. But first, I have just got given some major breaking news. Team Cherry has announced that Silk Song, the long-awaited sequel to Hollow Knight, it finally has a release date. Hollow Knight Silk Song will officially release on September 4th. That's pretty soon. I feel like I've just reported on the moon landing a little bit, if I'm honest. I would remind you to wishlist it, but statistically speaking, most of you probably already have. So to celebrate this historic moment, what say we check out the Silk Song release date announcement
Me
trailer?
acabo de dar cuenta de que se le ve el sujetador. Vale. Ya por fin dejamos de tener careta de payaso. Pero es que es verdad algo que he leído en Twitter, que al final, después de haberlo anunciado tan pronto, de todos los retrasos, de lo mal que han llevado la manera de haber enseñado el juego, es que ya es en plan de... Pues ya no me apetece, ¿sabes? O sea, en plan de ya... Pero bueno, evidentemente... La gente que le haya gustado el primero, pues querrá jugarlo, obviamente. Pero es que al final se convierte en un meme. Y menos mal que la gente de Team Cherry ha dicho que no han hecho ni puto caso a las redes sociales. Menos mal. Joder, 40 bosses. El 4 de septiembre. Mismo día que Cronos de New Dawn, por cierto.
大家好，我是《雾影猎人》的制作人浩，很高兴能在 Xbox Broadcast 上正式宣布，《雾影猎人》新一轮的测试将于9月份正式开启。关于 Beta 3测试的更多信息，我们后续将在《雾影猎人》的官方社群中发布， 敬请期待。在即将推出的 Beta 3版本中，我们为猎金人们准备了一系列丰富的玩法内容和功能更新。接下来，请欣赏我们 Beta 3测试的首支正式预告片。
Vale. Que japonés por lo menos hago piloto, pero... Ya el chino / coreano, no. O sea, ¿son totías o qué? Vale. Para Xbox y PC.
Yeah, guys in their 20s. What kind of video game are they gonna make? We knew that there was something special going on. Fight!
Y nuevo tráiler de la colección de los Mortal Kombat. Que por lo que tengo entendido, alguno debe faltar todavía.
Fatality.
¡Hostia! ¿Qué dices?
The freedom that we were given to create that game, in hindsight, was incredible.
Interesante. Vale. Para Nintendo Switch y Switch 2.
Of Tanks Heat. What a bombshell when the team dropped their announcement and world premiere trailer on opening night live. And right now, the game's game director Artem Yantsevich and product marketing manager John Peck are here with me at the Xbox booth to tell us even more about Heat's fast-paced 10v10 tank battles. Thanks for sitting in, guys. I appreciate you joining us. How's your games going?
Call of Tanks no me interesa.
Every tech and science.
Word description, yeah.
Including Hall effects.
Ground.
And the temperature isn't dropping at any time soon. But for now, we have another exciting controller giveaway that I just can't wait to share with you. The Power A wireless controller for Xbox
Este no es tan bonito como el de The Witcher. ¿Qué hay que decir del día anterior?
Everything an FPS gamer is seeking, including Hall effect sensors for smooth precision and reduced drift, advanced gaming buttons to optimize your playstyle, and it's compatible with Windows 11. It's not only legendary, but limited. When they are gone, they're gone. But lucky for you, if you're watching on Twitch, all you have to do is follow the directions you see on screen to enter for your chance to win one of these bad boys. They're available September 2nd, so don't miss your window, Vault Hunters. The giveaway closes at the end of the show and winners will be contacted on Twitch. Up next, we've got a look at the 10th anniversary celebration of FanFest that took place last night here in Cologne. FanFest is in many ways the heart of Gamescom, and we popped down to catch some of the magic at a special event celebrating this major milestone. Then the broadcast continues with a celebration of Rare, updates on Overwatch 2 and Silent Hill F, and so much more.
Te hace la manicura de Xbox.
The thing I love about Gamescom is it's always been about the community first. And so this is why we are here today, celebrating with you 10-year anniversary of Xbox FanFest.
Xbox is all about community, all about our players. 10 years of FanFest has just been absolutely amazing with this amazing community.
I really love about FanFest, the community come together every year. It's our 8th FanFest. It's awesome here. This is something special, yeah, for us.
We love you, and we do it for you. We get up every day and fight to bring you what you love. So thank you for making it possible.
This is the tale of Belinda. I don't even know what that means. Please do make your mind up. Gregory. Gregory the snail. Hello, Gregory. Well, that all sounds very exciting. Are you ready
Es que me aburren ya estos juegos, de verdad,
Gregory the Snail? Splendid, admirable bravery for one about to face such peril. Oh dear, Gregory, rather you than me. I can't help but feel you'd be slightly less doomed if you had some friends. You do have friends, don't you, Gregory? Ah yes, success is virtually guaranteed. Goodness gracious, it's raining cats and dogs, Gregory. Have you got a house, a home, somewhere you can shelter from the... Oh, I love what you've done with the place.
El que crafteas las aventuras, pues te puedes crear tu ciudad. No hay juegos así, ninguno. Wild the King es único y llega el año que viene a Game Pass.
What's up, everyone? Hope Gamescom 2025 is treating you well. Personally, I'm having a great time, and I'm very happy to be here celebrating 4 decades of great games from Rare. From pixelated beginnings in the 1980s to shaping the future of social gaming, Rare has left an indelible mark on video game history. And to help us honor this amazing legacy, we're joined by Rare's own Adam Park. Thanks for being here, Adam.
Hello, thank you. Lovely to be here. Very well. I mean, you know,
so far,
it's absolutely wonderful. In that Gamescom way.
Better than the British weather so far. I think we can both agree on that.
I mean, it is humid.
Yes, but we're used to that.
That would be my single word description. Humid.
Yeah, it's humid.
Vamos a hablar del 40 aniversario de Rare. Este mando es súper bonito. Vemos que ahora mismo les paga las facturas el Sea of Thieves, la verdad.
Easter egg that basically nobody has actually ever.
Esto es Hotel Barcelona.
Not Rare are never before seen game trailers at Gamescom, so here is the debut of the new trailer for Hotel Barcelona, and then we're going to update you on Overwatch 2 Season 18 and reveal a few more surprises that we saved for the back half. Outer Worlds, that's all I'm going to say. 2. Okay, that's it, I'm done. Alright, fine. Full gameplay presentation, but that's it. That's all you're going to get out of me. So for the rest, Xbox at Gamescom 2025 continues.
Now, entering West Virginia.
Hey, is that GPS broken or something?
No, it's working properly.
Now, entering Pennsylvania.
What? I thought we just went back into West Virginia.
Now, entering...
All those who obstruct the transmission of justice will be banished, even if it's a goddamn GPS.
How am I supposed to know where to go now?
Huh? Keep your eyes on the road!
Buenas, Unai. Lo que no sé de este juego es que es un roguelike, pero bueno. No tiene mala pinta. Además puedes jugar con tu visión pasada. ¿26 de septiembre? ¿Es que sale todo en septiembre o qué pasa? ¿Que no me da la vida? Tengo un mogollón de juegos atrasados.
Winston reporting in. My research shows big changes coming to Stadium.
Overwatch 2, y son 18.
Okay, team, let's jump in. 2 payloads? My mind is racing with possibilities.
Time to roll up my sleeves. Winston!
Tracer, glad you could make it.
Just in time.
¿Sacan ahora la paga del 1 o qué?
Such confidence. Shall we go another round?
Wow, they're making waves. One day, that'll be me. Until then, time to dive back into training. Seems like I'm not the only one getting stronger. Here we go.
Muy bien. Nintendo Switch también. ¿Vais a meter a Joker? ¿Qué pinta Joker en el Overwatch?
Oh, tons going on in that trailer, including a new release date. So let's get into all of that with Aaron Keller, game director of Overwatch 2, who's so kind.
Allows her to double performance here.
The outer.
Truly gotta get the loot.
Oh yeah.
Vale, es de ese Outer Wild 2, ¿no?
So you can push that and it'll take you right to your library. Dom mentioned about the aggregated library.
Desde ayer. Espera, vamos
And
a...
so if you're, and then go back to your game.
Silent Hill. Octubre va a ser un desfalco el Yotei, el Tormenta del Sol, el Battlefield 6, el demo más mola y parece que vuelve a sus orígenes en línea Gaiden tendrá que retrasarse para autorregalo de Navidades. No, o sea... yo, mira, Yotei, como no tengo Play 5, ahí me salvo, pero es que ahí me sale el Cronos de New Dawn en 2 semanas. tengo todavía el Assassin's Creed Shadows sin terminar. Porque solamente lo juego con vosotros en directo. ¿Cuál más salía en septiembre? Que me interesaba. El Tormented Souls 2, que seguramente se tendrá que retrasar. Lo jugaré más adelante. ¿Cuál más? No sé, pero vamos. Y luego encima, como se me acumule mucho, porque el 2026, o sea, febrero está cogido. O sea, en febrero no se juega otra cosa que no sea Resident Evil Requiem. Y luego cuando salga Pragmata y Onimusa Goyo de Ser, porque Onimusa me ha encantado. O sea, me tienen que explicar muchas cosas de cómo han cambiado el lore, pero joder, o sea, tiene una pinta increíble. Y el Pragmata también. Pero sí. O sea, es verdad que al quitarse de en medio el GTA 6, entre comillas, ¿vale? Ya sé que sale en mayo del año que viene, pero como no salía este año, es en plan de todo a finales de año. Como septiembre, octubre, que también llega el Silent Hill, para que le interese. Que de hecho vamos a ver ahora del Silent Hill F. Que yo intento que me enseñen algo que me acabe convenciendo, pero es que en mi cabeza suena Neobars. Bueno, Silent Hill F que sale en septiembre, llegaré porque si no, exactamente. Es que hay que saber, hay que elegir muy bien qué quieres jugar día 1 y qué quieres que se quede. Porque yo además también tengo un mogollón de indies por ahí pendientes y es que me apetecería jugarlos. Yo de hecho después del Assassin's Creed quiero jugar un juego corto, por favor. Porque me he metido un Final Fantasy Rebirth, después un Assassin's Creed Shadows, me apetece algo corto. Por lo que sea.
And guys, there's no time to dally. After years lost in the fog, the Silent Hill series is back with a bold new direction. And joining me now to give us just a glimpse into the newest title coming September 25th, Silent Hill F, please welcome Silent Hill series producer at Konami, Motoi Okamoto, and game director at Neobards Entertainment, Al Yang. And interpreting for us today is Daiki Yamamoto, also from Konami Digital Entertainment. Thank you so much all for joining me, guys. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Okamoto-san, can you please just give us a quick introduction to Silent Hill F and why this new entry in particular is so
¿Quién
special?
traduce?
はい、サイレントヒル F は
El de Konami.
初めて舞台になるというところと、高名な竜騎士07さんがシナリオを書くというところが特徴になります。また、ホラーとアクションが融合したゲームプレイを体験できるのが特徴です。
So, what makes Silent Hill F stand out is that this is the first ever game to take place in Japan. And we also have enlisted the help of Ryukishi07 as the scriptwriter for the game. Another important aspect is that
es que yo sigo viendo este juego y si le hubieras llamado de otra manera en vez de Silent Hill,
That's amazing. I mean, Mr. Yang, what
seguramente
does that
estuviera muy
unique
dentro,
setting really
pero
bring for the horror of the game?
So something that Silent Hill series has always been about is that kind of feeling.
O sea, porque el que lleva una tubería de hierro no le dice que esto sea un Silent Hill.
Silent Hill F, setting in Japan, and actually,
pasar el remake de Metal Gear no se puede todo y el viejo no se ve tan mal todavía. Bien, es que por eso es que también la semana que viene sale el Metal Gear Delta.
So using the school as an example, everyone culturally knows what a school is, but you might not know what a school in 1960s rural Japan might be. On top of the time period, which is the 1960s, where
el coreano sabe inglés.
Seen like a rotary phone before,
Bien por él.
like an old style car, but you've never actually maybe experienced that before in real life. So it adds that kind of extra layer of unfamiliarity, so it feels a little bit foreign yet familiar to the players.
That's so true, yeah. Anytime there's a sort of retro element, it somewhat feels a bit creepier to me at least instantly, so I really appreciate that. Okamoto-san, the new trailer that debuted at Opening Night Live, and we did get to hear the English voice of the protagonist, Hinako. Can you tell who is playing her and why is this casting so important?
はい、スージー・ヤンさんという方がひなこ役を演じています。スージーさんは有名な日本のゲームやアニメなどで声優を務めています。本作は女性が抑圧されている状況でおいてその抑圧に抗う女性を描いているんですけれども、その過酷な役を華麗に演じてくださっています。
So, Hinako in this game is voiced by Suzy Young, who is a very renowned actor who does many prominent voices in Japanese games and works. So, Hinako has
Taiki Yamamoto, intérprete de Konami.
she faces in the game, and we felt that Suzy was a great match.
Amazing, that's beautiful. And also, Okamoto-san, fans are really curious after seeing that trailer, so I'm going to ask some really important questions for them. First off, who is that mysterious guy wearing the fox mask? How does the Silent Hill F story connect to the rest of the Silent Hill universe? And also, what does Ryukishi07 bring as a narrative writer to the franchise?
はい、キツネ面の男はですね、非常に重要なキャラクターで、ひなこの人生であったり物語の根幹に関わっています。ただまあネタバレになるので詳しくは言えないんですけど、ストーリーの根幹に関わっているキャラクターであるのは間違いありません。また
la parte del pueblo, que es la parte de la niebla, y luego la parte que es, digamos, el otro lado, que es la parte de los templos. Es que es muy raro.
ニヤッとするようなイースターエッグ的な要素が込められています。
So the man in the fox mask is a very important person to both the plot and to Hinako's life in general. But we won't delve into too many details because we don't want to spoil everything for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also, Ryukishi07's involvement has placed the Japanese setting in the overall Silent Hill universe. So there are some nods and a couple of Easter eggs that the most tentative, that the most intuitive players can find and enjoy for themselves.
Amazing. So something there for you guys to check out then. Okamoto-san, let's talk a bit about the gameplay, because that's a very important part of a horror game. You do have a new weapon to reveal that has a really big impact on the
Y luego
action.
encima de
So
eso tienes
what's that all about?
la barra de resistencia, cual nunca ha habido, y luego que las armas se rompen, algo que nunca tampoco ha habido en Silent Hill. A ver, no te digo yo que no metas nuevas mecánicas, pero no sé. Si no me vas a dar nada más con que duchar, joder, no me pongas trabas.
So one thing we would like to make clear is that we've been hearing the term Souls-like getting thrown around, but this game is not a Souls-like.
Good to know.
Yes, and
El Okamoto-san está muy pendiente de Twitter, porque precisamente cuando se vieron gameplays antes de la Gamescom, con uno de los bosses, que es la amiga de las coletas, la gente era, esto es un Souls-like, es que vaya mierda, esto no es un Silent Hill, es un Souls, o sea, que el Okamoto-san está muy pendiente de Twitter, lo cual no sé si es bueno o malo.
It's a fundamentally horror-based, action-based gameplay experience that you can find. And for any long-time fans who have some concerns, there is the story mode difficulty which will replicate the authentic Silent Hill experience.
Very cool. Yeah, amazing. Now, let's talk about the monsters in Silent Hill, because they've just been striking fear into us for decades. They are some of the most iconic characters to appear in all of horror as well. And I'm hearing that Silent Hill F is not going to be any exception. So why don't you tell us a little bit about some of those ghastly creatures that we can look forward to, or maybe not look forward to?
Gotcha. So first off, I want to give a big thank you to our creature designer, Kara-san. She did a really good job taking kind of the themes that Ryukishi-san basically wrote out, and then marrying that with a very, very distinctive art style, and then putting that beauty and terror into the game. But
el mejor diseñador de Konami, ya sabemos quién fue, pero ya no está en Konami.
Represents personal turmoil for the main character, and then in the case of Silent Hill F for Hinako, that's basically the same right there. So it's very interesting that we're seeing fans are already kind of talking about, oh, based on the name of this monster, or based on what they look like, what does this represent for Hinako in her story? The second point I want to talk to is that for us, when we're designing monsters, each one is its own kind of puzzle, a combat puzzle, if you will. So we spend a lot of time making sure that the combat and the movement and the actions that these monsters could do matched very carefully with the lore and the
Silent Hill y se quiso expedir en igual, lo puedes jugar en cualquier lado, pero no viene no llega
There is a
Game Pass.
personal journey that goes along with the horrors that you are seeing as well. It just makes for even more player satisfaction for me as well when I'm playing these types of games. Okamoto-san, the Silent Hill games are also very famous, not just for the monsters, but also for the sights and the sounds that we are also experiencing. So can Silent Hill F also give us that same classic Silent Hill experience?
はい、 山岡明さんというですね、シリーズを代表する音楽家の方が今回も音楽を作ってくださってますので、シリーズの本質的な音楽を楽しむことができます。
Sí, pero no precisamente de esta zona, sino de la parte de la ciudad. Porque es el primer Silent Hill que tiene, que ya lo vimos en el último Silent Hill directo, de los últimos Silent Hill direct. Tenemos dos compositores, Akira Yamaoka, que es el de la niebla, y el otro, que es el de los templos. O sea, deja que Okamoto te haga todo, ¿eh? O sea, que Yamaoka te haga toda la música.
Some more Japanese themed music in the form of gagaku, which is a more classical type of Japanese music that interweaves like native instruments and more classic elements. So we can expect a very diverse musical experience.
That's incredible. I'm very excited for that sort of melding of a very authentic representation, but mixed with the classic Silent Hill that we all love. So it's all really exciting. Thank you so much, guys. Is there any last thoughts that you'd like to share with the audience before we check out our next segment?
最後にもし一言ファンに向けて何かありましたらお願いいたします。
非常にですね、自信を持って送り出すシリーズですので、ぜひ楽しんでいただければと思います。コンバットに関していろいろ
Me hace gracia porque le ha hecho preguntas en inglés y el tío lo ha entendido. Y ahora en lo último no le ha hecho falta, o sea, le ha tenido que traducir. No entiendo.
So we would like to say that we are going to deliver this game with the utmost confidence, and so we sincerely hope that all the fans get to enjoy the game. You know, of course, to any people who have some concerns about what the gameplay experience will be like, again, you know, story mode will be providing the most authentic and quintessential Silent Hill experience. So please give it a try.
Excellent stuff. Thank you so much, Okamoto-san. Thank you so much, Mr. Yang. And of course, thank you as well, Yamamoto-san. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for these insights. Silent Hill F, shaping up to be an unsettling rebirth for the series. By the way, it's available to pre-order now, and it's launching September 25th. I just cannot wait to experience horror for myself. Now, fresh gameplay from a game about a sentient, rail-grinding school bus. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. That doesn't sound as scary as monsters, but you try saying that when one's bearing down at you at 65 miles an hour. And then more on Valor Mortis when the Xbox at Gamescom 2025 broadcast continues.
Vale, ¿qué más? Oye, hostia, el Dense Attack. ¿Esto fue una ida de olla? O sea, me explotó la cabeza. Esto lo vi con Darko. O sea, a mí me explotó la cabeza, digo. O sea, es un Jet Set Radio, pero siendo un...
And in the studio based in Barcelona. Recently, we've been focused on developing 3D platformers, but our studio is heavily influenced by arcade classics, Japanese culture, and extreme sports games. And Dense Attack is our dream project, a step forward for the studio combining everything we love. In Dense Attack, you'll discover a not-so-distant future Japan in which local railways have been abandoned and are now used by underground gangs to compete in illegal contests of train acrobatics. You'll have to rack up points by chaining tricks, explore huge levels, race against rival crews, and uncover a wild story as you travel through Japan taking the railways back. We are making a game that is not just
o sea, no me esperaba que este juego estuviera hecho por españoles, lo siento mucho.
And totally up to you. From our first trips in the late 90s, we've been obsessed by traveling across Japan by train and being able to dive into the local culture, getting to know the architecture, the landscapes, the folklore. And we're always captivated by the sheer contrast of their peaceful countryside and the high energy of its huge cities, which somehow feels connected and part of the same cultural rhythm. It's a never-ending source of inspiration that has been fueling our creative energy throughout all the years and has now materialized in Dense Attack. On your adventure, you'll find a variety of challenges to move forward, from trip-pack arenas to compete for high scores, to objective-based exploration levels, and even racing circuits.
The world is packed with a bunch of unique characters from different gangs and personalities that you will have to face on your journey through Japan. And with every new challenge, you will go as a Dense Attacker and further add to the chaos. We've handcrafted every stage from the ground up, pulling from real-world locations to make every landscape different but recognizable. You will go really fast, but if you look closely, you'll catch references to every corner of Japanese culture.
You'll be fighting wild boss battles against game leaders, which will test everything that you've learned. These are always full of surprises. You'll never know what secret technique your rebel hides, so you'll have to get creative to work on them with your train. They're a mix of spectacle, personality, and challenge that one could expect for an anime-style showdown-made game. Densho Attack is a love letter to anime, skate games, and Japan's iconic train system. If you like Jet Set Radio, Tony Hawk, or Densho to Go, you can't miss this train.
Yes?
Pun intended.
Wishlist now. We can't wait to show you more.
Like Xbox solo.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Densho Attack. It's the best game in the world. See us.
Hello, we're Undercoders. Hello, Mr. Hello. Wishlist now. Wishlist now. We can share. Wishlist now.
Es que para qué ponen las tomas falsas. Ah, pues llega Game Pass.
Cool, what crazy trailer. Well, Valor Mortis surprised everyone at opening night live with its intense looking combat, stylish historical grotesquerie, and a certain je ne sais quoi, which I believe is French for exploding a zombie's head with your pistol. But here to tell us more about Valor Mortis is game director Radislav Bratushnik. Hi Radislav!
Valor
It's
Mortis.
just amazing.
No.
I mean,
In a sci-fi antique abomination.
Ah, vale, este es el de... Sí, este salió el otro día. Tengo que me vas a poner el Flight Simulator, ¿no?
For, I don't know, 15 more seconds though, because I think it's important
Age
to
of
say
Empires
that,
tampoco.
every time you play it, there's something new to meta, to kind of a million people. So
all of our civs.
well, I suppose.
Sí, Sprint Everywhere también, sí.
Under the very bones, you can't stop this.
Experience a diverse range of quirk skills, own mindset power, plus side. Character enhancement, recovery, win your corner, build.
My Hero Academy, vale.
Wishlist now.
Muy bien. No he visto My Hero Academy.
Well, that was a look at the battle system in My Hero Academia All's Justice. And before that, we got a lovely overview of Age of Empires 4 Dynasties of the East. And I think so far at Gamescom, we've had some world premieres, some surprise sequels, some updates, some interviews, and enough gameplay demos to drive any gamer silly. But you know what? I think we should keep things that way with perhaps the silliest FPS series ever made, High on Life.
I mean, if you thought the original Henry, High on Life, was a wild, drug-fueled fever dream, then the sequel is here to double down and crank it to 11, I hear. The announcement trailer dropped back in June during the Xbox Game Showcase. We got a trailer breakdown, and now we know you're not the hero anymore. Wow, you're skateboarding through alien worlds, and the galaxy hates your guts, but what's new? I mean, it's weird, it's wild, and it's so Squanch. Joining us are Matty and Mikey from Squanch Games to spill even more juicy details. Matty, Mikey, welcome me.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Great to have you guys. Now, how are you doing? How's your Gamescom been so far?
It's been awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of nerves coming for the first time and seeing if people are actually going to like it. And I've been so nervous. And our first play session went really well. And then it was just from there, all positive. It's
Amazing.
Really, really nice.
It's been really
sweaty.
Yeah. Yeah. You get used to it? No, you don't.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bother.
Maddie and I are competing. Who can sweat more?
Oh, nice. Who's winning so far?
Liz, guys.
Easily.
Okay, so let's start with the basics, guys. Mikey, walk us through the events that set up the sequel here and what we can expect from those big bad pharma bosses this time around, please.
So in the sequel, at the end of the first game, you've beaten the G3 cartel, which is the big fleshy weird guy. At the end, he was kind of the leader of it. You destroyed him, cartel's falling apart. So you're this famous bounty hunter. Everybody knows who you are.
Vale.
Kind of being a famed kind of jerk. You know what I mean? Just doing like fame jerk stuff. I don't know how to say it without cursing, but you know what I mean. So anyway, you're living high, right? And you get a bounty, and the bounty is your sister Lizzie from the first game, because while you've been famous and living it up, your sister, she's been kind of fighting the good fight for humans still, because humans still really aren't accepted in the galaxy yet, right? And so in that process, you realize, hey, this is a really high bounty on my sister. I better get there first so that she doesn't get killed, right? And so in doing that, you end up on the other side of the law. By protecting your sister, you've killed a bounty hunter, you've broken the bounty hunter code, and now all the bounty hunters are after you, you're a wanted criminal, and it's very different to be the bad guy this time.
Kind of sounds like it is our fault and we deserve it in a way.
Oh no, humans suck. I mean, I feel like humans know that more than anybody else. Yeah.
That's fair. Do you guys prefer being the antagonist or protagonist day-to-day gaming stuff? What do you think out of those kind of storylines?
I mean, it's all made up anyway, I think, so it's kind of like, maybe that's an antagonist behavior, right?
Yeah.
The rules mean nothing, right?
Yeah.
You know?
We very specifically try not to put much personality into the character at all. So the stuff that's happening around you might make you feel like you're the antagonist or the protagonist, but really how you feel when you're playing, you're not being told how to feel, right? You're just feeling it yourself. Very quiet, it's very Half-Life 2, you know, the whole like stoic Gordon like.
Pero bueno, el primero estaba bien, al final se te hacía un poco bola la parte final del juego, pero bueno.
So it's really down to you yourself how you feel.
We'll definitely get into the Gatlians in a bit, but I want to talk about something that's a bit new, because lately in gaming we've kind of been going through this skateboarding renaissance period, and High on Life 2 is getting involved in the action. So how mad can we really get with this thing?
It is core to the game. It's replaced our sprint. So initially we had it as like a power-up, and we found it so fun that we kept saying, well, what if we used it here? What if we used it here? And we kept going to the point where we were like, let's just replace it with it. And doing that meant we had to really polish it and make it feel fluid. And so once we got that right, it's like, I can't imagine the game without it now. I can't believe we had a game that didn't have the skateboarding in it. It's so perfect. It's great.
Yeah, our design director, Eric, he went back and played the first game, and he was like, it's like moving through molasses.
It's a really cool addition, and you know, we're going to keep tuning it till the game comes out, but I feel like it's already in a really fun space.
Awesome. Let's talk about the Gatlians a bit then. Who's going to be back in the game, and we're going to get some new friends as well?
Absolutely, yeah. Almost all of the original from the first game are back. So we got Sweezy, we got Gus. You'll see them in the demo. Sweezy played by Betsy Sidaro, Gus played by JB Smoove, the Inimitable, right? And you're also getting a new gun in the demo whose name is Sheath, and he's played by
Ralph Ineson.
Sí, vas con...
Hostia,
va a ser más divertido.
Oh, I have said it to his face incorrectly.
We had a big debate about it, and then we looked it up, and our producer Bex was like, no, it's Ineson. Arbex.
Not you.
But yeah, so that there that's Ralph
vale, puedes...
What an icon.
His voice is he's so funny too.
Puedes crear tus cables para luego moverte a través de con el monopatín.
Yeah, well, he's a battle rifle. He's basically like battle rifle from Halo. And in the demo, you'll see that he's not a Gatlian. What's happening there is you actually pretty much kill him in a boss fight, and he has the same target that you're pursuing, so he tells you how to save his head. And so his gun is like a life support system, and there's a whole scene where you're performing surgery to remove his head and attach it to his gun. It's in the demo.
That sounds sick.
That's
not in the demo, but like Preacher Tim Robinson is also back.
Yes.
We just recorded some Tim last week. It was amazing. I love him to death.
Can you please tell him how much I love him?
I will tell him.
I will use this opportunity.
Yes.
I freaking love. I think you should leave.
The sweetest
obviously,
man. He's just a wonderful man. Yeah,
you stop that. I am so jealous. Can I become producer Bex with you guys?
No, we've got a job to do here. Come on.
Okay, fine. Well, I do have one more suggestion, maybe for a new gun. Have you guys ever thought of like a chainsaw thing? Because I could do it for you if you want to go like.
We actually in our DLC we had a knifey focused DLC, and one of the first things that we did in it was give him a chainsaw.
Hell yeah!
So he's basically a chainsaw knife, and you could even use the chainsaw to sort of climb walls and stuff. I don't know if you guys ever played Duck Game, but you know, you can use the chainsaw to kind of ride up walls.
Yeah.
We had that in the DLC, so we had all these weird little paths you could ride around.
I need to go back and check it out.
Yeah.
It was like an early iteration of the skateboard, right? As soon as we started moving fast like that, I feel like you guys were like, oh, we gotta get a skateboard.
Yeah, the skateboard is like next level chainsaw riding.
Very cool.
That sounds sick. We touched on it a tiny bit, but let's talk about boss fights, please. I mean, we've got a little bit of something that you kind of talked about there, and we might have showed it off, but can we talk about, or can we maybe see what you were just talking about? Let's take a look, shall we?
Yes.
It's from the inside.
Control yourself. What's gotten into you?
You'll never catch me. I'm inside you. This is very.
What the fuck?
Thank you so much. Okay, we gotta stop Muppy Doo. He's in your inventory. Let me fix this up real quick so you can go after him.
I got free reign of your suit.
Oh no, Muppy Doo went into your inventory. Follow him quick. Oh man, he messed things up pretty bad already. You can't navigate the menus like normal anymore. Hey, here, use me. Pseudo time. I can be a weapon too. Punch out, Pseudo. Let's fuck shit up. Come on, he's in the inventory. He's getting his nasty hands all over all our precious stuff. You gotta squish him or something.
I'm touching all the circuitry in here. What are you gonna do about it? Ow! Leave Northy alone, please. Ow! Come on! Hit Muppy, not me!
O sea, ¿en serio esta es la pelea de
Leave me
boss?
alone! Try harder. Ouch! Ouch! How am I getting hurt? Is this really me? God damn it! Just make it stop! Make it. Ow! All right, fine. Fine, I'm done here anyway. I'll mess up the stuff that really matters. Yoo-hoo!
Oh no, he went into the system tab. That's the worst place he could have gone. We have to stop him.
You'll never stop the mighty Muppy! Ow! Stop it! All right, fine. Gotta find a new spot.
Funny stuff in here where you can accidentally punch stuff. You can get knocked out of the menu or change settings accidentally. It's really funny.
¡Hostia!
Love it. Oh my god.
¡Qué movida!
It's not the best part yet, though.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I heard you guys haven't seen it yet, so.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
it's very cool.
Gánchate el ultra.
I don't know how you
No
guys
puedes
get much done with like, all the
cambiar.
voice talent you get access to. Like, it's just like a who's who of all the
Hijos de
funniest people,
puta.
like in gaming, in animation and everything. It's so sick.
Richard Kind's performance in Muppy is just incredible.
Yeah, Richard Kind, yeah, amazing. So here you can see
Oh no.
Richard, Muppy Doo has broken into your BIOS, and so you're chasing him down into the BIOS of your suit. And so there's some of Pseudo's fan fiction he was working
I'm like, maybe we should pause it and just do like a dramatic reading.
I really wanted to, please.
¡Qué cabrón!
This is Henry and I's audition for Gatlin.
Come on.
So here he is messing with some of your sliders to make your bullet damage less, or changing the composition of your oxygen. And you have to kind of hit him with the slider.
This is one of my favorite right here, where he jumps on it. This is like
where
my
he
favorite.
rides it.
When he rides it, yeah, right there.
It's so cute yet so annoying at the same time. Like, come on, just stop. But also pretty funny.
Madre
If
mía.
you saw in that build up there, Muppy has this shrinking technology, and so he has this fanny pack on, and it's full of his like Secret Service agents.
Right.
And so in the fight just before this, he's throwing handfuls of Secret Service at you to fight, and then you beat him, and he
Claro,
runs
si
up
le
your arm into
das,
your suit.
toma
So
por culo.
that's what's happening here. So now he's forcing you to reset all your suit settings.
Watching
There's no way around it. And
Watching people play the game this week, where they're like, they actually are like, should I? Like, do I?
Yeah.
Like, is this for real? You know?
Oh my god.
That's so
So
funny.
A
you're the
romper
one
la
that
puta cuarta
actually
pared.
has to make that choice as well. It's not like staged. Oh,
And
you
so
guys are sick.
He's like doing a deep dive into your BIOS to the point where he's found something else, and that's what you're about to see here.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Very exciting.
Wait, BibleAdventures.rom? Wait. No.
¿Qué dices? ¡Ay, por favor!
Fully playable, all free.
Oh my
You
god.
are joking. Bible Adventures game inside the game.
You know,
Game in the game.
we had the movies in the first one. We were like, what do we do next, right?
Es que qué puta idea de olla, de verdad, ¿eh?
And one of our newer employees, someone I've known for a long time, had great connections and was able to get us licenses for a bunch of ROMs that are actually playable in the game, like fully playable, not just for little moments like this. You can actually collect little JAMA boards for cabinets and stuff. It's really cool.
That's so
I'm
sick.
slightly concerned now because I really suck at platformers. So.
Oh no, this is meant to suck. This part right here.
Okay, good. All right, I won't feel too bad about how bad I am at it then.
Dude, this game is terrible, but that's what makes it so fun. It's like, it was my first choice when we talked about like licensing some of these older games, and I was like, my dream is Bible Adventures. I know it's never gonna happen, but that's my dream. And he found it, he got it, and here it is, and it actually, like, I mean, it's amazing. I feel so lucky to have the team that we have that I can say I want Bible Adventures, and we get Bible Adventures.
I'm gonna
Crazy.
tear up. I'm so happy for
It's
you.
so
Your
cool.
dream
Living the
realized.
dream, I know. It's
I am, but
amazing.
I also think we need to get you some bigger dreams than Bible Adventures.
No,
so
there is no
we'll
bigger
work on that.
dream. What are you talking about? A terrible video game based on the Bible is like the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
that's
It's so
painful.
funny.
Yo te digo.
Sucks to play.
¿Es una 5090? Va, eso va a
And
pedales.
so now you can see
No lo
here, you
soporta.
make it back in your suit, and it's trying to boot up.
Madre.
And the only assets that Pseudo could put together for you to help visualize where Muppy is in your suit, he pulled some sprites out of the Bible Adventure game. And so now you'll see on the bottom row there, Muppy is trying to get up to Pseudo, who's up there at the top.
Yep.
And so Knifey, of course, is really excited because he just loves stabbing everything. And so he pitches the idea that you might accidentally stab yourself, but he can help you stab Muppy as he's trying to get to Pseudo.
Gotcha.
And you definitely stab yourself a lot.
Oh my god. Yeah, this looks tricky.
Knifey is ecstatic.
Nice, another hit. Looking good.
He's been waiting for that for sure.
Yeah, he's
That's a long
very
time
excited.
coming.
Yeah, that one you don't have a choice. He pitches the idea, and you're like, I guess you just got to do
Gotta
it.
go with it.
Yeah.
It's very funny, and this is the end of the demo. Here after this, you know, not to spoil it, you stab yourself to the point where you're. I don't want to say dead, but you're hurt.
You're not in a
pretty
good
bad.
way,
You're not
yeah.
in a good way, and that's the way we try to end all of these in an unexpected way, where the player kind of loses but doesn't really lose.
Yep.
And so we kind of have this recurring theme of you just getting your
Madre mía, qué movida.
butt kicked. I don't know what we can say on here, but yeah, like you're not this perfect.
O sea, por lo que veo es más loco que el primero.
Stuff, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, like stab yourself in the face.
Like stab yourself in the face to fight a little guy.
Yeah.
I like
think it's definitely the first game ever to try and do that to me. So
Yeah.
you're setting records at least.
And in the demo too, I don't know if many people have found it
Sí,
yet, but
porque
there's
se quiere
an area
suicidar.
called MurderCon where it's kind of like a laser tag arena. Right before you go in there, there's a
Sick.
Radical Rex arcade cabinet where you can fully play. I don't know if you guys remember the old skateboarding game, Radical Rex, like a little dinosaur on a skateboard.
Oh my god, no.
Also very hard to play, but
Yeah.
it's in there and it's really funny.
way.
Yeah,
I'm into it. Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah, that's right up your alley. Love stuff.
I'm going to seek that out for sure. Well, on that very bizarre bombshell, why don't you take us through some of those new biomes then and some of the new environments in the trailer? I mean, they're all just so wild, but what are some of your guys' favorites?
It's hard to choose. I really do love all of them. My lead artist is right over here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's absolutely indispensable for getting all this stuff working. And so usually I'll pitch a crazy idea. This time around, I wanted to go cleaner, more like Sid Mead style, sci-fi, Blade Runner kind of vibe.
Cool.
So we pushed in a direction of these big, clean, white structures as the hub. And to offset that, it's a big ring. And on the bottom
No,
of the
este por lo
city,
menos
if
será
you
el año
look
que
up,
viene, o
it's
sea
a
que-
big, like, beautiful tropical harbor. You can go up there, and then that area is all tropical, bamboo, a lot of fun colors, and so it's kind of a nice contrast. And then outside of the hub, there's a bunch of areas that I won't spoil, and unfortunately one of those is my favorite one. But it's crazy, it's awesome, but genuinely the art team is so good, like it's just everything looks amazing in there.
Yeah, I mean, so in the demo, you're actually on a planet of conventions. Like, I don't know how much we dug into that, but so maybe like the favorite convention that we have in there is like the Hall H-Con is still like my absolute favorite.
So funny.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And the Pool Con is really good.
Pool, yeah. So there's like, you know, you're skateboarding, and so we had the pool convention, and then the rail convention, and they get in a car accident. So you have pools and rails that you're skating on to do some of the traversal throughout the game. It's really funny.
Hell yeah.
That's sick. How fitting that we're speaking about it at Gamescom.
It's funny because I did not think about that, and someone was playing and was like, "It's so cool that you guys did that." And so,
Yeah, you did it just for Gamescom.
we totally did it on purpose. We totally did it on purpose.
Locked in.
Very nice. I would just love to sit in your guys' like writing room or art room, be a fly on the wall, and just see what the heck you guys are up to.
Oh yeah, I mean, most of the stuff is like, wouldn't it be funny if we did this? We can't do it, but wouldn't it be funny? And then we're like, actually, we probably can do it, and then we end up doing it. That's literally our whole writer's room process.
That's
you know?
so-
And then we have amazing writers that take these dumb ideas and actually write them in a funny way that makes sense. So we're very lucky to have the team that we have.
I bet.
Yeah.
Speaking of dumb ideas, some of our favorite parts from the first game as a team, we freaking love the ads that you guys do.
Yes.
Our favorite one, probably our most quoted anyway, was
Oh, yeah.
the guy, I can't remember what it's for, but he's like, help me, help me.
Yeah, the guy with the peas and he's on the ground.
He does it,
Yeah, I love that guy. So funny.
The avoidable void, I love it so much.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Can we expect some of those in High on Life too? Some new ones?
Yeah, so many. I mean, the goal with the sequel is to take everything that worked and just like do so much more of it. So we already have a ton of, it's such a good excuse for us to work with. We have a bunch of people working on the commercials internally, but for artists and animators that we really dig, that we like don't see on Instagram or just see on TV, it's our opportunity to like work with people outside as well, right? And just like bring them in. And so we have a bunch of those going right now. And we've also, along with the license of the games, Ben, our biz dev director, was also like, hey, I can get like 10 80s and 90s commercials for like these weird games as well from Pico. Like, what do you think about that? And we're like, okay, like our game is 100 gigs right now, but
Bring
sure,
it.
yeah,
Pile it up. It's already too big. Add it on. Who cares?
Why stop?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. I hear you might have a little bit of an example to show.
We
Shall
do.
we take
And
a
honestly, I haven't seen this one in a while, and I remember it being funny. I hope it's still funny.
Oh god.
It's definitely weird and cool. And so this one was done by Brian Weissall, who I don't know if you guys are familiar. He is the creator of a show called Hot Streets on Adult Swim. It's a really funny show. He's so funny. We brought him on as a writer not long ago, but he is also a hilarious animator.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of put him in a corner, and he just comes up with this really weird, funny stuff. So that's what this is one of Brian's animations. It's really funny.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's have a look.
The Dangerfields are ready to debate.
I tell you, I'm Rodney Dangerfield. I tell you, I don't get no respect.
Hey, don't listen to him. I'm Rodney Dangerfield. Hey, give him some respect.
Yeah, I should get some respect because I don't get none. Because this guy over here is claiming to be me, Rodney Dangerfield.
Hey, you know I'm the real Rodney Dangerfield because I don't want no respect. I'd be nothing with respect.
This fraud over here doesn't get it. He thinks we don't want respect. Rodney Dangerfield does want respect, and he's mad because he don't get none.
All right, if you think Rodney Dangerfield doesn't want respect, so we can continue in the spirit of Rodney Dangerfield, vote for me, the real Rodney Dangerfield.
Vote for me in the upcoming election for Best Dangerfield.
Take the shot. Blow his brains out. He's the fake Rodney
Shoot
Dangerfield.
me, not him. I'm the real Rodney
Shoot me, because I get no respect.
No, shoot me, because I'm the real Rodney Dangerfield.
Hey, which one of you guys is the real Rodney Dangerfield?
Oh, I tell you. I tell you
Es que no sé qué decir, Jordi. Es muy chorra.
Of comedy we can expect.
What the hell's wrong with you guys?
So much.
That's the highest praise, honestly.
Yeah.
And like, it's just dry and weird and unexpected, and like, that's just one of a
Sí,
lot-
sobre todo
a lot of
Unexpected,
really
porque vamos.
funny
Yeah.
stuff in there.
Yeah, best review we got so far was, I mean this in the best way possible, but it's so stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it just like warms
Sí,
my
esa es la
heart.
palabra. Es muy estúpido.
Like you said, being in that writer's room and just seeing, like, how do you even know what's the good stuff, what fits, when it is all just kind of zany and out there, and you'd think, like, just chuck all it.
Yeah, you know, a lot of us have really similar tastes, and so we'll have an idea or a spot.
¿Cómo se nota que cuando está con los japoneses está leyendo la tarjeta? Pero con el resto de la peña es en plan de te pregunto lo que me da la gana.
We'll say something a little bit off, and we're like, let's follow that, and then we just end up in a totally different place. But at the end of it, we're all like, that's great, and we don't really stop until everybody is invested because they then have to go and actually put it on paper.
Imagina que el Half-Life 2 será multiplataforma día 1, aparte de que llegará día 1 a Game Pass, como el primero.
Just kind of jam in a room with terrible ideas, and the writers are so funny that they can make anything work, right? So, like, two Dangerfields, like, and honestly, that's just in the background. It's not even like a major thing. There's so many of those, and people are gonna be finding stuff forever in this game.
Yeah, it's really hard because, you know, we get so close to the jokes too, and like, you know, you hear a joke like twice and you're like, ugh, like, come on, what, like, this isn't funny anymore. And so, like, even coming here, we're like watching people laugh and we're like, oh, before we're like, we're the worst, we're not good at this, and now we're like, we're geniuses.
We planned this the whole
¿Cómo no se
time.
pasa a la gente? Ya te digo. Yo creo que a esta gente no les hacen psicotécnicos a la hora de entrar en Space Game.
You know,
Porque
I'm
madre
not the
mía.
best writer. I'm not the best programmer, right? So I'm not going to even try. It's like, just let the writers do their thing. We're going to jam about an idea. Writers are going to do it way better than I could, and then it's funnier. It's better than anything I was picturing in my head. So, and a lot of even gameplay concepts come from writers in that room, and then we end up turning them into like a feature in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure that Muppy-Doo fight in the UI was just a random joke we had in a writer's room that ended up turning into a real thing.
Yeah, we have a lot of the same talent too that stayed on from High on Life 1, so everybody gets it, right? We know what we're building. Now it's just like keep going.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and in terms of like the caliber of our writers, you're a Tim Robinson fan, so you probably saw the little egg game. So our narrative director is the one who made that game. He's the guy who made the Tim Robinson from I Think You Should Leave a Little Egg game.
Stop
So like that vibe of like little weird stupid games, that's like everywhere in the game.
Yeah.
That's kind of just the DNA of everything that we do.
I can't wait to find all of the little hidden pieces like you're
Good
saying,
luck.
and watch all of the ads.
Oh,
I'll
definitely.
take that challenge.
I'm going to have to
Yeah.
block out a lot of time to do all of that.
Yeah.
Right, enough yapping though. It's time for our favourite question, Bex. When can we play this game?
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th,
February.
Of what year? 2026.
Excellent.
No, just kidding. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
slip.
yeah, he's like
we're not
7,
gonna slip.
8,
Yeah,
9,
no. February 13th, 2026. It's
Yeah.
gonna come out.
Hell
Yeah.
Whether it's done or not, it'll be done.
Yeah, it'll be done.
It's going to be done. You're going to get it done.
It's gonna be good. We have an amazing team. It's gonna be amazing.
Hell yeah. We really can't
Han
wait
dicho la
to
fecha,
play,
pero me he quedado con
honestly.
ella.
Matty, Mikey,
Sé que es el
thank
año
you
que
so
viene,
much
pero-
for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Yeah, thanks for just letting us say dumb stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I asked you several times to change that line, but that's fine.
Sorry.
Well,
Couldn't help it.
Bex is clearly high on life, and on February 13th, you can get high on life
15 de febrero.
to the game.
Not bad. Very
nice.
Write it down.
Professional.
You can say that one.
Muy
Now,
cerca de
remember,
Resident
the
Evil,
important thing is that you can wishlist the game right now on Xbox and PC. And here's the best part: it's
Me lo
Xbox
paso
Play anywhere,
15,
and
sale
it's going to be
27.
available day one on Game Pass. And yesterday we talked about
Me lo
the
puede
Order of
pasar en
Giants
15 días y ya
DLC,
toda
and how
hostia.
Indiana Jones is afraid of snakes. So naturally, we want day 2 to be even more epic than day 1. So why don't we finish strong with a trailer for a game about a guy who's not afraid of snakes so hard that he eats them for breakfast.
Ah.
Why'd you
El
defect?
Delta.
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. She'd double-cross us like this.
We will use the legacy to heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength, an unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world.
Do you love her?
No, nothing like that.
Do you hate her?
For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand.
And you think you can kill her now?
Hey, don't you go getting any funny ideas.
We can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do.
She's at the lake. She's waiting for you there.
We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy.
What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. I've been waiting, Snake. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
El 28 del 8.
Oh,
Semana
I
que
can
viene.
hardly believe it, guys. It's another Gamescom done.
Boo! I want it to be.
Pues nada, con el tráiler de lanzamiento del Metal Gear se acaba esto. Sí, muy bien, que os habéis pasado muy bien y que esto maravilloso. Sí, no nos hemos perdido nada, ¿no? Esta vez. Sí, porque el Hotel Barcelona lo han puesto aquí. Pues ya estaría. Bueno, a ver, no ha habido grandes cosas. Sí, es verdad que me he detenido en ciertas cosas como lo de Batman, lo de High on Life 2 y tal, porque es verdad que el primero me gustó mucho y me gustaría jugar el segundo, a pesar de que es más loco que el primero. Pero bueno, a ver, decían que iba a haber algo de Resident Evil, no ha habido tampoco de Pragmata, aunque estaba anunciado, pero bueno. Me ha molado ver la demo del Onimusa, eso sí es verdad. Y bueno, pues el Silent Hill F, pues... No sé. O sea, ya os digo que por mucho que lo intento ver cosas, a ver si hay algo que por fin me haga... No. Porque sigo sabiendo de que los desarrolladores son los mismos que hicieron Resistance y Reverse para Capcom. Está claro que se les da mejor trabajar con Konami y el Unreal Engine 5 que el R-Engine, pero bueno. Sin más. Yo, gente, me voy a despedir a todos vosotros, que llevamos aquí ya 3 horas y media. He resumido unas 8 casi en la mitad. No está mal. Mañana, también sobre las 6 de la tarde, haré un podcast haciendo un poco recopilatorio de todo lo importante. Es decir, veremos los 15 minutos de la demo de Pragmata. Veremos y analizaremos el gameplay y el tráiler del Opening Night Live de Resident Evil Requiem. Y también veremos el tráiler del Tormented Souls 2. Haré así un poco un recopilatorio de todo lo guay. Y bueno, pues haré un pequeño podcast recopilatorio como hice en el Summer Game Fest. Luego ahora lo haré también en el Tokio... Jolín. Se me da la pinza. El de Tokio. Que se me ha ido el nombre. Pues eso. Que me imagino que también allí, pues Konami irá, Bandai irá, Sony irá, os espero. Capcom irá también, seguirá llevando ahí, nos enseñará más cosas. Seguramente allí nos dirán el casting en japonés de los juegos y demás. Pero bueno. El Tokyo Game Show, eso es. Y entonces, pues eso, mañana pues estaremos un ratito. Me imagino que con todo lo que hay que hablar, seguramente estaré cerca de 1 hora, hora y media. Como mucho 2, más no. Y nada, pues eso, haremos un repaso. Y luego ya, pues, sobre todo me detendré con Resident Evil, obviamente, porque ha salido mucho gameplay y muchas cosas fuera de los eventos. Y de hecho también os voy a enseñar los 15 minutos que lo estoy viendo ayer, que es maravilloso, de gameplay que le han llevado a la Gamescom la gente de Supermassive Games, que aparte de llevar el Little Nightmares 3, han llevado el prólogo, los 15 primeros minutos jugables del Directive 8020, que iba a salir también ahora en octubre, pero afortunadamente se nos va para el año que viene, gracias a Dios, porque no me daba sino la vida. Porque es como que le tengo muchísimas ganas. Entonces veremos el gameplay. Perdón, veremos el gameplay y os iré diciendo porque hay muchas diferencias. Ya nos habían dicho ciertas mecánicas nuevas, como los puntos de inflexión, que son importantes, lo de rebobinar. Pero bueno, es que lo de rebobinar no tiene gracia para mi forma de pensar. Si en plan de, joder, no quiere que se muera este, venga, pues rebobino y vuelvo a intentarlo de otra manera. Tiene también lo de sigilo y demás, pero ya os digo que ha habido otras cosas fuera de lo que sería. O sea, sí que estaba como dentro del evento, pero bueno, lo han querido mostrar dentro de sus diferentes páginas de YouTube y demás. Pues lo he dicho, gente. Gracias a todos por haber estado por aquí, tanto en YouTube como en Twitch. Besatos para todos. Recordaros, suscripciones a los de Twitch. Si os gusta el canal, le dais a suscribiros y seréis bienvenidos aquí en la familia yakiruense, si se dice así o no sé, no me gusta. O bueno, la familia de Yakiru, mejor dicho. Y en YouTube, ya sabéis, la meta son los 500 subs. Si suscribiros, si ya le dais a like y comentáis, pues increíble, pero vamos poco a poco. Y si queréis que el contenido llegue a más gente porque os gusta y queréis compartir, pues difundid la palabra de Yakiru para que lleguemos a la meta de los 500 subs. Nada más, gente.